Hey, what's up, everybody? Good, happy Thursday. It's the Spoiler Kings here. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Brandman Brandon. How you feeling, man?
Oh, good. Just had a pretty productive week. Gonna take it easy between now and Halloween. So kind of looking forward to just doing nothing this weekend.
Oh, I see. I hear you.
Mhm.
So I saw The Wild Robot yesterday, and I watched something I said I was not going to watch, Joker. I watched that earlier today. So
Yeah,
uh
I'm gonna go do that tomorrow. Um based on the things I've been hearing about it so far, I'm not sure how I feel about that just yet.
yep. Just I'll let you go see it, man. I'll let you go see
Mhm.
it. That's all I'm going to say. Like I'm not going to badmouth him. I'm not going to talk about it, but I'm just going to let you go see it. Yeah,
Mhm.
Matt, what's up, Matt? So yo, what's up, guys? Saw Joker and was disappointed. Didn't enjoy it like the first one. So
Seems to be the general consensus, huh?
see, I, I think you leave out, or for me, you stop watching it and you ask, why would you make this shit?
Mhm.
What was the point of making this? That's literally what my question was. I was like, why the fuck are we watching this shit? just
Yeah.
without trying to be too vulgar. I literally was like, I have no idea why this is necessary.
Mhm. Apparently because apparently because Warner Brothers got greedy.
Hey, you make $1 billion, you could do a lot of stuff. You know.
Yeah. The director Todd Phillips notoriously said that he insisted on this being a one-off, and now look where we are.
Ugh, boy. Yeah, he says the singing part was pointless. The idea of it being a musical is just uh, I don't want to talk about it. So I'm just telling you guys. I supposed to be doing a review on it on Monday. I don't know if Tank wants to do a non-spoiler one. No, you haven't seen it yet. So yeah, so we'll probably do our spoiler review Monday, talk all about it. But yeah, I'm going. It's not even going to be a later for me. So just know that it's not going to be a later for me. So
Interesting.
yeah, just throwing that out there. Um, so there's something else I wanted to talk about.
Mhm.
So I was talking to you behind backstage, and we were talking about Andrew Garfield signed for two film deal. That's what the rumor is. That Andrew Garfield will be back as Spider-Man for 2 films. How does that? What do you think about it, and what films do you think that's going to be?
Um, Probably this Spider-Man 4, since Sony is pushing for it to be another multiverse movie, which I still don't agree with, but that is what that is. So probably show up in that, and probably Secret Wars, I'm thinking.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah, if I had to take a shot in the dark.
Like Matt saying Spider-Man 4 and Secret Wars. It makes the most sense. Says the Amazing Spider-Man are my dreams. If you get the Amazing Spider-Man 3, it would be amazing. I think he's the best. He's the best Spider-Man.
Mhm.
So I enjoyed him. I really did. Um, yeah, but no, I think Spider-Man 4, Secret Wars are what you're gonna see. I mean, we're gonna have Noel. I think Noel's gonna be multiple. We're gonna see him on multiple movies. He's not gonna be a one-off villain. So
Mhm.
you're gonna see a lot of different things going on with him. So
Yep, that's what it's looking like. So, uh,
we got Drew in the building. What's up, Drew? Glad you came in, man. Um, and Professor the Film Fan. Good evening, all. Hey, what's up, Professor? I was getting mad at the Pantheon. I was talking about my comic books. I was like, don't be talking about my comic books,
mhm.
But no, I think they made a really astute s- observation saying, our comic books dying, and my point is, books are dying,
Mhm.
physical media is dying, but it's really up to us to hold on to these things. So my children get real books, but how do you go to a library? Those are things that you have to push in it's up to you to really push those things
Mhm.
anyway. So we go to a comic book store, we go to a bookstore, we go to all those things because I encourage reading and creativity in my
Mhm.
family. So that's kind of why I stand on those things. I think creativity is good for the entire world. It's good for anything that you do going forward in your life. So I push those things, and I think pushing it on the kids is a great thing because it did wonders for me. And I think it'll do wonders for other people if you allow it to. So
Same. I think ultimately it is up to our generation to kind of keep that train moving.
mhm.
Not even kind of to do that.
Without it, I mean, literally, we're gonna be the generation that loses all movies,
Mhm.
loses all creative literature. We're not gonna have art soon because you can see it all on the internet. So we're going to
Yep.
lose all those things, and that's not a good thing.
Yep. Absolutely not.
You know, and that bothers me. And I encourage all type of creativity and trying to throw things out there and see what it goes with. I mean, I talk about Marvel all the time because they're doing all these mini series, the ultimate stuff. They only go 9, 10 uh, deep, and then next thing you know, they go ahead, they start another number ones. So like you'll have 15 number ones in a year. So I think that's a problem. But
Mhm.
I think you got to hold on to the physical media as long as you can.
Absolutely.
You know,
Mhm.
Matt says right
Absolutely.
here, streaming's the future. And I can't disagree with you, Matt, at all. I cannot disagree with you. But I will tell you this: the problem with streaming is you're depending on someone else on their servers to provide you with that media.
Mhm.
That's the difference. When you're trying to get someone else to push the media for you, that's that's dangerous. And what we see from Disney, right? They 20% of their catalog they get rid of, and
Mhm.
goes into their vault, and they decide when it's okay for you to get it. So I don't like putting my hand, like putting my viewing of anything of creativity, of things I love, on someone else. I want to be in control of those things. So that's why I hold on to physical media. That's why I read books. That's why, I mean, if someone gets rid of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, I want to still be able to pull that for my grandchildren to be able to read. C.S. Lewis was a visionary at the time. He had some problems, like anyone else does, but I believe those type of things are important. So me having that type of literature, having Anne Rice, the books, Anne Rice books
Totally.
are important. Having those type of literature is freeing and it's important for creativity reasons. And I think that's why I kind of hold on to a lot of stuff. Obviously, I hold on to a lot too much stuff. I mean, we all know that. But I just think it's so important to have that idea, having that physical media, having that outlet and the thought process of you know, books mattering, physical media mattering, and owning those things matter. Even though I think
Mhm.
streaming is the future, and I cut my own cord. Don't get me wrong, but I also hold on to other stuff too. So you know,
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep. I'm
It's
a
it's hard.
yeah, it sucks, just especially bearing witness to it dying out.
I mean, when's the last time you went to a library?
Me personally.
Yeah.
Well, me last week, but I live right across. I live right around the corner from Harold Washington Library, and I try to make that a
Oh
forced
yeah,
visit, so,
like
you
one of
know,
the best libraries in the country.
Yeah,
yeah,
one of the greatest libraries. But my point is that people don't go. So like even
exactly.
village, every village used to have a library.
Hmm.
Now they're becoming like brick rooms,
Yep.
smaller than half a school office.
Yeah,
Hmm.
They're really schools are no longer having librarians working the school.
Hmm.
yeah,
It's crazy
yeah,
because we don't value the book anymore.
yeah. But also, like, you
Hanzo.
gotta go. You gotta go.
So,
Hey, what's up, Bonzo? You gotta go to the library, man. Like, you can rent like audio equipment if you want to get into film, if you want to get into photography, you want to get into podcasting. Like, you can rent those things from the library.
mhm.
Movies, CDs, shit, they even do like audiobooks at libraries, video games. You want to play the newest video game? Test it out before you buy it or whatever. Like libraries, like that. They're such a important thing, but also like streaming is the future. I agree to a certain extent, but also there's a lot of issues with who owns the rights. Just the other day, the first 4 Indiana Jones all gone off of Disney Plus because Disney doesn't own copyrights. Were you? Yeah, they don't own the copyrights to it. So now imagine like cool for you want to watch it. I think they're on Peacock or Paramount, right? Paramount. They're on Paramount right now. So.
So if you don't have the physical media, you don't have those things, and someone decides to pull it, it's gone forever for you.
A good example with video games. Was it not Werewolf by Night? Fuck, there's a video game. It was by Tall Tale, and then Tall Tale just stopped being a company. I forgot why. And they did a lot of cool games. And a lot of their games just gone. So if you didn't physically own the game, there's no one that could carry the game, and it was just done. Like you bought this game, and now because the company's gone, and you only had it digitally, it's gone.
The Wolf Among Us.
A Wolf Among Us, yes, that's the one. Thank you, Horror Geek. That's the one. It's an amazing game, such a great game. I think you can play it now. There's because of copyrights and stuff like that. Somebody like I think owns the copyright to it now. But it was a great game, and for a while it was off of all the platforms. Even if you owned it, you couldn't play it.
So libraries also offer ebooks to borrow.
Yes.
So would you sit there and drive and listen to stuff? But even cars no longer hold CD players.
Yeah.
I have a Tesla. I ain't got a radio. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
A tablet.
It's just a tablet. Exactly. It's just a tablet in bold system. That's all you get. And it's crazy what's happening. And it's funny because I was talking to my dad about this. The best quality music is on albums. You don't see albums anymore. And then it goes down for 8-track, and then it goes to cassettes. And then you get the CD. The CD will start to get you digital, but it's scratched a lot. Like we're getting worse and worse with the quality of the sound to get a quick fix on it. To my own self be true, because I mean I have my Apple Music. This is where I listen to my stuff. Tidal, you have all this stuff. It's the same thing, but
you used to own the albums,
exactly.
the cassettes, and now you have to pay. You have to pay to listen to music. So it sucks.
Video games are going digital as well. I feel the future PlayStations and Xbox will all be digital only.
And I'm really picky when it comes to like non-physical copies of video games. Usually the ones that I'll only stick with are like the ones that I have on my emulator, if that even counts. I don't even think that counts as digital though. Or ones that are like on sale, like like Max Payne that I got on my PS5 for $11.99 a couple weeks ago, just because it happened to be on sale. Other than that, I try to stick with physical copies for sure.
Almost everything I got is physical copy. Almost everything. All right, guys. Wait, we good. Mama Bear said we can start.
Yo, what's up, Mama Bear?
I was literally waiting. So, Perp.
Yo, Perp.
Yerp. So, what up?
What's going on?
What's up, Perp?
All right. Since you were here, Tank, why don't you tell everybody what we're going to do on tonight's show?
Not too much. So we're going to talk about Agatha all along. We got the newest episode that just came out. We're going to talk about that. We didn't get a chance to do the Wild Robot review on Monday because we had
we gotta do it now. My eyes just stopped watering, man.
You just ran out of tissues,
dude. It was so funny. Like everyone's watched Marley and Me, right? And I was watching Marley and Me, and tears coming out my eyes while I'm holding my dog, and just like, don't you ever leave me, whatever, all that stuff. I was literally watching the Wild Robot and just looking at my kids and looking at my wife, and Daddy, are you wiping my eyes? No, something in Daddy's eye. So, it was crazy.
Yeah. That was a good one. So we're definitely gonna review that one. And then probably watch a couple trailers, and then that's about it for the night for major topics. I think we're gonna discuss about doing some invites for Monday.
Yes.
So we'll see. We'll get some talk about what we have planned for Monday, and with some guests and stuff like that. But yeah, no, that's pretty much all we got planned for today. I was wondering if anybody that saw well, not Brian, because I know Brian didn't care about.
I actually already saw it.
Joker?
Yes.
Okay.
Today.
And did you, and then Brandon, man, because
I told everybody before you got in here, I was like, dude, I honestly, you're not gonna get it later from me. You're not. The question is gonna be, why the F was this made?
Yeah.
Why was it done? I have no fucking clue.
Studio greed, man. Even though I haven't seen it yet, Todd Phillips, the director, I'm sure you guys remember when the first one was made, he went on record saying that it was supposed to be a one-off, that he didn't envision a sequel, but it made a ton of money. It was well received. Joaquin Phoenix's performance was well received. So naturally, the studio went sequel.
He's good. Don't get me wrong.
Oh no, Joaquin Phoenix is awesome.
good.
No.
This was not needed.
No, it's not needed at all.
Not only what you said, Kevin said, I feel bad for Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga. Warner Brothers DC need to win right now.
Yeah,
I mean DC, but also it's not the main DC, so it's like whatever. I wasn't too concerned about like it under the DC umbrella, because it's not gonna it doesn't look bad for James Gunn, I don't think. But
no,
Brothers,
he's safe. I'd
Yeah.
say.
he's good. He's good.
But I would even go beyond that. It wasn't needed. That it ruins the first one. That if you like the first one, it ruins the first one.
I don't know if it ruins it. I just feel like
it did for me.
It made it just seem like this is a continuation to the story that was not needed, that no one asked for, and it at times seemed so nonsensical. And the music, having a musical is fine. Whatever, if you're gonna make it a musical, let it be. It was stupid. The music part was stupid. It was just not needed. There's nothing about the. I finished watching it. I was like, that was a waste of my fucking time.
Yeah.
That's literally what I said. I was like, okay.
Yeah. And like you said, I don't mind musicals. I don't love them, but Greatest Showman, like really, really like that one, and then other musicals you kind of appreciate for what they are. This one was like what Matt said right now, pointless and no need of them. By the end, I was like, can we fast forward this? Because it didn't mean anything. I don't need another random singing part, Yeah.
Or Geek says, I'm gonna watch The Wild Robot again to palate cleanse after watching Joker.
That's the best decision.
Musical.
It's not. I wouldn't even count it as a musical. Because
it was just randomly times that they're singing, and it had nothing to do with what the fuck was going on. It was like, is this in your head or is this going on? Like,
I hate it almost. Yeah, it was just random shit. It's just like, imagine us talking right now, and then I'll fucking
break out into singing
song. Just like what, It was.
I said, I hated the first one and this one. At least the first one, I didn't love the first one. I didn't think it was a good movie or anything, but it wasn't like I hated it. I understood why people liked it.
There were things about the first one that I appreciated. I really liked the way that it was shot. I liked the vibe of it. Joaquin Phoenix, great in anything he's in, everything he's in. There were things about it I appreciated. But it's not something that I go out of my way to watch regularly.
Yeah.
But it made Warner Brothers a fortune, and naturally they insisted on a sequel.
I was surprised it was $1 billion. Come on, man, that was not worth. You know, I don't know. I guess internationally, and what if this movie makes money internationally? You never know. It might.
It might. I don't think it will though. I don't think it will be as big. It'll get some money because Lady Gaga is in it. You know,
Exactly. That's her name.
Yeah, she's a big draw. You know.
Yeah, but I would even say her part in it was
Minuscule, unneeded,
small. Like angry. I got angry by the end. By the like that was my biggest issue. By the end of this movie, I was mad at everybody. I was mad. I was mad at the director for trying to be clever. I was mad at Arthur Fleck. I was mad at Lady Gaga. Like I was
You're mad at yourself for letting you spend the time to watch this damn movie.
Yeah. Like the first one, I really appreciated just because like it's just like how a broken man in this broken world and mental illness and how people and how a person with mental illness lives in the world that's all jacked up and how other people live with this person who has mental illness, you know, like how do you see him? And so it was like for me it was so much more than just being a Joker movie. Like it had a lot to say and a lot of like feelings, and nothing was good. It wasn't a movie that made you happy. It was like you were mad and angry and sad, but also like mad that you're sad because you shouldn't be sad for this dude who's the Joker, you know.
Yeah, but I felt like it was something that has been done multiple times before. That's why like it wasn't like this riveting thing. I was like, oh, I've seen this exact thing play out before. So like, you know, having people, the world is terrible. What do you do with mental illness? And then slapping the Joker name on top of it didn't change it for me. Like I was like, okay, I've seen this specific thing happen at least 10 times. You know, so it's like I know the world is terrible. I know it's the idea of what you're seeing from someone and how you look at them on the outside and how you have to deal with it from in this world and how some good people still do bad things and bad people do good things and treat you like you're nothing or treat you like you don't exist. I've seen that in a lot of movies. I understand your point. Fine. But okay. Nothing about it was screamed anything to me. I was like, oh, okay, well. Yeah. The best part of the movie was Joaquin Phoenix is a great actor.
Well, yeah,
he's really good. He's really good.
Yeah, I mean, adding that Joker label on it made it more popular than I think it needed to be. Because I thought it was a good movie. I really enjoyed it, but like Brandon said, I don't ever really go out of my way and watch it. I think I saw it total of twice. You know, just because it's like it's not a happy-go-lucky movie that I want to watch a lot. You know, it's not motivational or anything. You know, it's just like you just get angry and sad.
I don't get angry about those movies, so that's all I was like,
yeah. Well, you get angry at I think I was getting angry at the people, but also it's like at the message it's trying to send because it's like, oh, here's this broken guy who becomes the Joker, you know, the psychopathic killer, but then you almost feel sorry for him, but then it reminds you like, oh yeah, but he kills people and he's a horrible person, you know. So it's like you get mad almost at yourself for like feeling sympathetic for
I know the sociopaths exist. That's just what it is.
Yeah, this one, man, it ruined that first one for me. You know, if you like the first one and stuff like that, I think it ruined it. You know what they did with Joker.
I got hit Brandon up real quick. Do we need to do a fundraiser for lights for Brandon? We need to see more Brandon. I think the problem is people they want to see more you, and all they see is the shadow of you in the shadow zone. And he's doing it. You guys don't know this actually for Sonic. He's actually promoting Sonic because he's Shadow. That's what's going on right now.
Exactly.
I know it. I got you. We here. Kevin says, Catherine Hahn and Aubrey Plaza's performances are making Agatha all along watchable. I actually really liked this episode.
Me too.
Really liked it. And my wife was like, oh, thank God it's over. I was like, really? Maybe I missed it.
I really like this one.
Yeah, I watched it a couple times already.
That's because Aubrey Plaza was in it. And
I mean that too, but yeah.
that's all that was. And then that could have been nothing. Universal Pictures, The Wild Robot will get Oscar nomination for Best Animated Feature. Still give Pixar Inside Out 2 an advantage to win Best Animated Feature.
I think I actually liked this a little more than Inside Out 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think they both have their place in the sun. Like they both have good parts about it. But when you make $1.68 billion, you deserve to win the Oscar for Best Animated Feature.
Nah.
Yeah.
Making a lot of money doesn't mean anything. Ask Avatar.
No, but understand, but it's also talking about Inside Out too. So it explained emotions.
Oh yeah.
Kids that don't understand are 3 and 4 year olds that are saying, "Hey, mommy, I'm angry," and I can explain to you what that means. Or I'm nervous. How you know what nervous is? You know, you're 4 years old, but it's explaining those type of emotions. So I don't think it's actually apples to apples comparison. Because I think Inside Out 2 does the same thing. Wild Robot might be more for the adults than it is for the kids. Inside Out 2 is more for the kids, and that's probably more important.
Yeah, I agree, but it's not gonna. I agree with everything you're saying. Wild Robot's gonna win the best picture, best animated picture.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, one Disney and the Academy don't quite get along. That too.
Does it? Yeah. Universal Pictures sucks too, so whatever.
Yeah. I mean they do, but it's all like, who's got their favorites.
Fergie says it takes a lot for me not to like a musical.
Damn.
And they did their job to make sure we didn't like it.
Like I said, I wouldn't even count this as a musical. There's just
which is interesting because they've been touting it. That's exactly what they called it.
Yeah.
So people are waiting for James Gunn. DC was a 6. Superman has to make a profit. Superman has to make a profit. That's the biggest thing you're talking about right now. And if it doesn't, DC Studios could die before it even get started.
Yeah, they're really gonna have to pull out all the stops with the marketing. That's gonna be a huge deal. They really have to sell it with the marketing. That's more than half the battle. If James Gunn makes like the best Superman movie that's ever come out in the history of Superman movies, that might only take it so far. It all boils down to how well you market it. Deadpool and Wolverine had an awesome marketing campaign. That's part of the reason the movie has been so successful, in addition to what they did with it, in addition to it being a solid movie. So they really gotta
Yeah. Well, they also been hyping up that movie since the first Deadpool. Have these two friends in real life who are characters in the comic book. So they've been hyping up a Wolverine and Deadpool movie for 10 years? Not 10 years, right?
It's even more than that, but I think Superman is the greatest superhero of all time, right? He's the most well-known, period. Like people love it. He doesn't have to be my favorite superhero to not be the best superhero, whatever, overall. So I don't think you have to do a lot to get people to want to watch Superman.
Yeah.
So if it's a Superman and it's a good movie, I think it makes a profit.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the budget. It's not the official budget, but it's the rumor. It's $364 million.
Which
supposedly
it's
debunked by James Gunn, who said that's not true.
That's making sense without reshoots. That's too much. That's
but usually 200
build a planet.
I know, right?
I don't know what else he could have built a literal Death Star. That's the only way that would make sense.
Yeah. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of CGI in it. I know that. But I mean, even with Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't think the budget was that high, right? That was at least the last one.
I don't think any of them were that high. I don't think what's the biggest budget movie ever made?
Oh, ever made? I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, but I don't see it being that much. Oh shit, 250 mil for volume 3.
Mhm.
So I could see it being around 200. Like the budget, like maybe 250.
So
And if they probably need, like you said, they need to go big with the marketing. Like you need to have a Super Bowl ad in February. We got to see a Super Bowl ad. Comic-Con next year, a big event. Like DC needs to own Comic-Con next year.
if it's good, I don't think it even matters.
Yeah, I mean,
If it's good and it's Superman's title on it, if it's a good Superman movie, it won't even matter.
Mm-hmm.
It will make bank. So
so.
the most expensive movie ever made was Star Wars Force Awakens, and that was somewhere between $350 and $460.
Mm-hmm.
The second one is Jurassic Park: Fallen Kingdom, was about between $432 to $400. Rise of Skywalker, $416.
Damn. So two of the top 3 are
Star Wars
sequels. Star Wars sequels.
They literally built universes, like.
But also like the 2 worst Star Wars movies.
No, wait a minute. Force Awakens wasn't the worst.
Oh, the Force Awakens? No.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Oh, yeah. Force Awakens was fine.
It was all
right. It was safe. It was kind of a retread of A New Hope, but
Avengers: Age of Ultron was $365 million.
That one I knew it was high. I didn't know it was that high, but damn.
Endgame was $356 million.
Same.
And Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, $379 million. Damn. And then Fast X was $340.
Oh, you got to pay everybody at that point.
Exactly. Just because there's too many people in it. That's all it was.
Yeah, what's your budget? Just paying everyone out.
There's no way Superman is going to be more than Avatar. That's what he created a whole new way to do things.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be around 200.
Said Brandon After Dark. We need some soft music.
That's soft like mid late 90s jazz music that they used to play on, what was it, like USA After Dark, when friggin' like shows like
ladies.
Yeah.
Glad you came and joined me. Brandon.
I know we have like I know we have like music options.
There we go.
There you go.
Hello, ladies. He is Brandman. Is Brandman After Dark. Hold on. There we go. Oh man.
Oh man. I always forget we have like a music option in here. We gotta add music in here or something. Yeah.
Or Geek says this episode was good, so I'm not the only one that thought. I thought this was great. So
yeah, I had a lot of fun. That song like was pretty good. It was pretty catchy. I think it's like doing pretty well on Spotify already. Like got a lot of downloads.
I'm not going to download it, but okay.
That's the first song that they did in episode 2, I think, where they did the Witches Road song.
Down the Witches Road. Down the Witches Road. Yeah.
Like a lot of people are getting that.
The Wild Robot is way better than Inside Out 2. For adults.
I liked it a little more than Inside Out. Yeah.
For adults. I'm telling you, my kids said it was good. They said, was that better Inside Out 2? They're like, no. So they gave me the like you don't know what you're talking about, Dad. So Disney and Pixar have not won in a while. The third act of Wild Robot is when it really gets good. I don't know, man. Second to third, I'm sorry. See it trying. And it's like what you do for your kids. Like you kill yourself just for them to be a 1 ounce of a little bit better. That's what you're doing. So it's like, but once again, parents understand that. Adults understand that. Kids don't know. Kids don't care about nothing. That goose didn't care. He's like, oh yeah, I love you. After she like almost died 3 times.
Yeah.
And he just took off, right?
Exactly. And then you left. The Force needed to hit the snooze button. Man, it did hit the snooze button. We all fell asleep.
Yeah, right. That's the problem.
I expect Superman to do decent, but not amazing, which is it all should aim for, so that DC is able to slowly build things up. I want Superman to do as well as Iron Man.
Okay.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want Superman to do as well as Iron Man. That's it.
Yeah. As long as I think the critics give her high praise. Oh, go ahead, man.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, especially with this, I was agreeing with Brian. If this is gonna be the jumping off spot for the rebooted DC universe, I hope it makes a huge splash, akin to Iron Man. You know, definitely.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I'm
go
saying
ahead.
if the critics like it and majority of like audience like it, I think they consider that a win. And then as long as it at the very least breaks even, I think they'll consider that a win for them. You know, good PR, good words, and at least kind of break even to get everything going, you know, like get a good karma or whatever.
I don't even think it matters if the critics like it. Because if we got a critic score of 66 and an audience score of 94, 100%, let's go. Let's go. Because then it's probably going to make $800 million, which is a huge win for DC.
Yeah, yeah. But you need the audience.
They're all laughing at you from the Brand Man After Dark. Orgy says there are 2 more Y Robot books.
Oh, I might go check out those books.
I enjoyed seeing like the robot, seeing her remember him even after being reprogrammed. I thought that was pretty awesome. Yep.
Same.
And that was the first time I thought he understood what love was, really, because he went trying to find her again, no matter what. Risk his own life to try to find her.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool.
Yeah. That's why if there's more books, I'm kind of curious. I wouldn't mind reading them. Even if they're kids' books or whatever. I wouldn't mind checking them out.
I'll buy them and read them and pretend they're my kids and put it on their bookshelf.
There you go.
Do it all the time. What up, Tony?
Oh,
what's going on, Tony?
Bear says, so as long as it's better than Green Lantern.
Oh, wait, that was trash.
Dude, I saw someone yawn on screen one time, and that was better than Green Lantern.
So disappointing because Green Lantern, by all accounts, had the potential to be an awesome movie. It could have been so good, you know, and the movie had enough talent behind it to where it could have been good. Even though I wasn't 100% on board with Ryan Reynolds playing Hal Jordan, and he did fine. He did what he could with the content. Yeah. There were still other things that it had going for it. Like Martin Campbell's a pretty good director. Like hell, he did 2 of my favorite James Bond movies. You know, yeah. He did The Mask of Zorro, which I still love. Still has a lot of rewatch value. Sequel, think what you will of that. But Mark Strong as Sinestro was perfect casting. Come on.
Oh yeah.
You know, it had enough going for it.
Even Michael Clark Duncan was Kilowog. Kilowog, which was perfect. Yeah.
Wasn't enough Kilowog, if we're being honest.
Yeah. I could use
that
more.
Was a problem. I agree. Kevin says Snow White live action with Rachel Ziegler and Gal Gadot would be moderate success for Disney Studios. I'm not sure.
I don't know. because I'm
No,
not sure.
I'm pretty indifferent to the Snow White movie. I'm not as invested in it as most seem to be because admittedly, I was never a huge Snow White fan. I know Rachel Zegler is drawing the ire of a lot of angry dudes out there with some of her comments. I'm not invested enough in Snow White to really feel one way or the other. I was never I was never a big fan. So I'm not as outraged as other people are.
Well,
I know she's made some comments. I'm like, it is what it is.
yeah, she still has a okay-ish fandom, like following, especially with like younger guys and women.
Yeah, I don't mind
Yeah.
her.
Yep.
The few roles that I've seen her in, Shazam and Hunger Games, I thought she did solid in.
Yeah.
I think they gave her the worst I can say about her is I think they gave her a pretty unflattering haircut in going by the Snow White trailer, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I don't want my Snow White character not be white.
Mhm.
Well, she's half German.
It's not enough. Yeah, I'm just saying, I can't be the same guy that says Green Lantern needs to be darker skinned and then say Snow White could be any color you want. I just don't think I could be that same guy, right? I just, the name is Snow White. Yep. All right. You can change Rapunzel. I don't care. Change Cinderella. Change everyone, but
Mhm.
Snow White? You're literally skin as white as snow. What?
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just me. Maybe I'm just old fashioned and need to figure out something else. But for me, I just think that Snow White should be white.
Yeah. It
Why
seems
not?
like she gets jobs because she's kind of like, well, you're kind of close enough. Like she got West Side Story. It was like, well, we needed a Hispanic. I think they needed a Puerto Rican because I forgot whatever family. It was Puerto Ricans and Italians. So she's like, she's Colombian, right? Or Venezuelan. I forgot what she is.
She's
Like,
Venezuelan, yeah.
It's close enough. It's like, here, well, she's half German, right? Yeah, it's good enough.
It's
like
the worst
what?
thing I've ever heard. I feel like I'll be just talking out both sides of my mouth if I'm saying, hey, Jon Stewart needs to be a darker skinned black dude, and then be like, hey, no, but you could be whatever. You want to be Snow
Mhm.
White. I don't know. It should not. I don't want to
Understandable.
see. And for me, I don't think it's a crime to be white. Why is that a problem? Like why does it have to be negative to say like, hey, Snow White is white? Why does that have to be negative? I don't know. Sometimes it's okay.
Mhm.
She's not a fish.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter. I just
Well, like,
yeah.
like when we were talking about it last time, I think Brandman brought up the comparison is like, hey, T'Challa needs to be a black dude. Can't be a white guy, can't be like a light skinned guy either. It needs to be a black dude. Same thing with like Snow White. It's in the story,
name.
the name, the name.
Yeah,
Why
and
does that have to be
and I'm all for inclusion, but if that's something, if a character's skin color is something that is instrumental or integral to the character, yeah, you definitely need to honor that.
Who was
You
the other
know,
Snow White? That was Kristen Stewart. There you go. Her, she's like skin as white as snow. She's like
Snow
super
Pale.
pale. Yeah.
yeah,
Pale
Snow
white.
Pale.
But then again, you get Charlize Theron to play the evil witch. Is like, in what world? In what
Well,
world?
Yeah,
she's never
that's kind of the
gonna be.
same way I'm feeling about this. Gal Gadot.
Exactly.
And that's no disrespect that's no disrespect to Rachel Zegler. Very
But
pretty girl too.
what mirror is going to say, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest one? The one going to say Rachel Zegler. Like, nah, bro.
I mean,
Especially with that haircut they gave her.
I don't even care about that. I mean, you Gal Gadot, bro. You were on you're in the Miss Universe
I was
pageant.
gonna
What are
say
you
she was
talking about?
in the beauty pageant.
What are you talking? What are we doing here, guys? I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
where we at. My best. I don't know, Kevin. I think it's had too many issues, particularly Rachel and her girl boss. I never liked Snow White talk. Yeah,
Mm.
that's disrespectful too,
Yeah,
especially people who
y-
like Snow White. It's okay to like Snow White, right?
yeah,
I- I- I-
yeah, she's not winning people over with that. That's probably gonna hurt the movie's box office, unfortunately. My feelings about Snow White, notwithstanding, you wanna get the fan base to kind of rally behind you, get on their side. Uh, you know, don't really talk down to your potential audience or
that's
badmouth the
all she knows
character.
how to do is throw stones.
Yeah, so you got to look at the big picture. Uh, so that's I could definitely see how that's alienating people,
Yeah,
and it
I
might
know.
work. It might
The
work against the movie.
the press tour is going to be horrible for this movie too, because Gal Gadot. Well, Rachel Zegler can't stand Gal Gadot, so it's gonna be a shit show. Like whenever they
Mhm.
go on
I'm like,
Fallon and go on
you're
all that
not
stuff.
good enough to even have an opinion. Shut up. Stop having opinions. Shut up.
Mhm.
So with Rachel being cast, I know the single will be good, which is more than I could say for someone like Emma Watson and Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
still sometimes I still think about the auto tune on her voice in that movie.
You wake
They
up to it's a nightmare. Like
they T-pained her.
they T-pained
Oh, there you go. Kevin says,
So much
Yeah,
what
auto
I want to
tune.
talk about. Tom Hardy has announced he's going to be stop doing Venom after this film. Not shock or surprise. Me and Brandon started off the show talking about that. Tom Hardy stepping down as Venom. This will be his last movie. So though Venom is moving to the MCU, Tom Hardy would not be that Venom. And I said, if I had streamers and all that stuff, I would throw it for Tank right now so he could drop it. So Venom would change and he'll be okay. He'll be like, yeah, I did it. I did it myself. I got
we
rid of
won.
him.
We won. Yeah,
So what do you guys think about that?
I'll let you go, man. Brandman.
I like Tom Hardy. I'm not too keen on this version of Venom or Eddie Brock though. So I'm not really. Yeah, if he's gone, fine. You know,
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of
yeah.
this version of Venom. I don't really want to see a Venom in a universe where no Spider-Man exists.
I don't want to see a Venom where he like slow dances with like the convenience store owner.
Yeah. Like what even is that?
I don't want to see a Venom when he goes to a rave and like makes jokes about like coming out kind of stuff. It's like I don't need that.
Yeah.
I don't want that. Like I want Venom who like is like bring me Spider-Man. Like I want to kill Spider-Man. It's like that's the Venom I want.
That's not what they're going to give you. Just so you know that, right? Venom is never going to be the villain you want. He's going to be an anti-hero, and that's what they're going for.
Yeah, that sucks.
You're never going to get him as a villain like that.
I think we will. I hope we will, because otherwise, if he can't start off as an anti-hero,
You look at
then you have nowhere to go.
They're going to say that look at the comic books and what the comic book sales. And Venom is one of the if you look at the sales right now, his titles, the Venom verse that he's been doing, it's off the hook, like through the roof.
Yeah, it's good. It's a really fucking good story. It's a really good story.
They're
like I'm
going
digging
to
it
make
a
him
lot.
an anti-hero.
But he's not an anti-hero in the comic book right now. He is a bad guy. Eddie Brock's son, they are psychopaths.
Eddie Brock's son is. I don't think
Eddie Venom doesn't even want to go back to Eddie. He's like, I don't trust myself with Eddie. And then Peter was like, well, I don't trust you, and I don't trust Eddie with you. So Eddie, like, he bonded with another symbiote and is losing shit. You know, he's just tearing shit up right now. So I'm like, the best Venom is when he's not a good guy. You know,
Yep.
Yeah, but
you could do the anti-hero thing.
I think he's going to be anti-hero, and
At
I don't
first
know
he
if he's
needs to
going to
be
be
a bad guy.
around long enough for to get what you probably want out of Venom. I don't think he's going to be around long enough.
I think if you play your cards right, he can. You know, have him come in, be the villain to Spider-Man, learn how to.
We already know he's not. So it was the
get
point
the
of that.
costume. I mean, why not?
Because we already know they've already told you that Null is going to be the villain of.
And this one, I'm not talking about this. This one's gonna be mid as shit. You know, like I'm talking about when they joins the.
MCU. It's going to make $1 billion. It's going to make over $1 billion.
I don't know. They didn't make it. I don't think it's gonna make $1 billion.
Has the Spider-Man not done it, Tank? Or are you just saying that because you don't like it? Because Spider-Man with Tom Holland has been making hella money.
But this doesn't have Tom Holland in it. It doesn't have Spider-Man in it.
Oh,
The Last Dance.
I'm talking about Spider-Man 4. We already know that Null is going to be the they announced that Null is the villain in Spider-Man 4 also. And
God, I hate that so much.
And then that they signed what's his name to the 2-year deal, the 2-film deal.
Andy Serkis, I think, was no,
what we talked about earlier. What's his name? I'm blanking on his name again. From the Amazing Spider-Man. You're not
Andrew Garfield.
Oh,
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. Yeah.
Andrew Garfield signed the 2-film deal, so he's going to be in Spider-Man 4 and Secret Wars most likely.
Yeah.
So my point is that Venom is going to be the anti-hero from this whole Null thing still. So they're going to start off as an anti-hero, and he's probably going to continue to go and become the villain, possibly.
I don't think
they continue to go with it.
Spider-Man 4, I don't think we're going to have Venom. We're going to have, black suit Spider-Man. And then after he does this,
Venom's already going to be in it.
I don't think so. I don't see how.
They said because that's what this movie is going to set up. That and then Venom's going to jump into the MCU from this movie.
I don't think
that's what they did the research.
Now after what Tom Hardy is gone, I don't think it is.
I think he gets there. Venom can choose a different vessel. You can even say like he has a son and jumps to the son and go from there.
Yeah. Now Venom needs to be the villain, and then you can change it up when you do a solo film. He could be the anti-hero, but yeah,
I don't think they're gonna. He's going to be anti-hero. I think he's going to go to a villain slowly, because what's going to happen is this new trilogy is going to go to a Sinister Six. They're taking this to a Sinister Six movie where Venom will be a villain, full-fledged Venom. It's not going. So he's going to start off okay, dealing with each other. Then Spider-Man's going to do something wrong, and it's going to push him towards being the villain in the Sinister Six send-off for Tom Holland. So I don't see how they would go villain and then go anti-hero going to Sinister Six.
Yeah. I was saying, like, usually whenever you go anti-hero to villain, it's never a good story. Going from a kind of a good guy to a full bad guy is never the story that works out the way it does.
Yeah.
Loki.
And what they're doing,
he was a villain.
No, he was a villain by the time you got to Avengers. Now when he was introduced in Thor.
He betrayed Thor and wanted to kill Thor.
He was just his brother. He was his anti thing. You didn't know what side he was ever on. Thor was.
He was a villain, and then after Avengers, he started to become more of an anti-hero because he was
kind of walked that line. Yeah, and then he
was still his brother. He wasn't a full-fledged villain. He was just you understood why he was the way he was.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I'd say they brought him pretty full circle.
I mean,
and the way that they kind of fleshed him out along the way worked. I don't know, this whole Venom thing, unfortunately,
full villain came back.
No, he went from villain to anti-hero to savior. Like he
was Thor. He was villain in Thor 1 and Thor 2 and Avengers.
Yeah. Well, Thor 2, not really.
No, he wasn't.
Thor 2, no, because he was He was more anti-hero in Thor 2.
But
Because the bad guys were the elves in Thor 2.
yeah, but he's never was the number one. Even Thor 1, he wasn't the number one bad guy. He was confused, a confused guy. He didn't know where he fit. He was
was
trying
the
to
bad
figure out those things. So he wasn't the villain until he got to the Avengers movie. That he was a full-fledged villain.
Yeah, which was
And
the
then he
next
came
time
back.
he was in a movie. It was Thor 1 and then Avengers. Those are the two movies he was the villains in. Because by the time Thor 2 came out, that was after Avengers. Remember, he was
Yeah, the
arrested.
year
He was
after.
backing. Yeah.
So the Thor 1, I pull it up exactly. He
Yeah.
was not the villain of it.
Because there's no other bad guy. Everything bad that happened was because of Loki. Yeah. You know, he was gonna kill his brother.
He's always going to kill his brother.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
He says that in Thor Ragnarok.
He was always going to kill his brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just trying to take advantage of the situation and then like being the little brother who ended up being like Scar.
Yeah.
So speaking of Thor, Chris Hemsworth continues to be a box office poison outside Thor, even with great performances.
That Netflix one is pretty good. The
He's
action
really good.
one.
Yeah, Extraction 2 is really good.
Extraction. That one's doing pretty solid. I mean, it's Netflix. I don't know how much money he's getting from it. Fuck. What else? What else has he really been in?
Yeah.
You know,
Furiosa.
Furiosa. He was really good at Furiosa.
Yeah, but the boxing, he said he's
The
good.
box,
He's saying
the
he's
box office.
great performances. He's saying
That's true.
he's agreeing, but
Yeah.
it's not making any money.
Transformers 1, same thing.
Like, he's
Great
doing a
movie,
good job.
and
It's just movies aren't
Which
making
movie?
any money.
Yeah, you are not wrong. You are not wrong. I'm looking at all his movies right now. Like Transformers 1, Furiosa, the last two things he was in, awesome movies. None of them are they're not doing well in the box office. You know, Spiderhead. I thought Spiderhead was kind of interesting. That didn't do well.
Once again,
in
it was a
box
good
office.
movie.
Shit, man. Yeah, he did nothing to make him money. Yeah, you are not kidding, man.
He makes good movies. It just doesn't hit.
Can't make money. How much did MIB make? Because that was a shitty movie. If that was a shitty movie and it made a lot of money,
I don't think it made very much if memory
Yeah, I don't think
serves
it did,
correctly.
right? Everyone hated it. Oh yeah, 250 mil worldwide. Yeah, it did not.
And it made more money. I think it made more money than it cost.
Probably.
Yeah,
But
253 box office, and then the budget was
that's got to be about the same, right?
maybe it's more. I don't know.
It says 110.
Yeah, 110. So it made a lot of money. They should double his budget.
Double.
Over doubled his budget, even with marketing, because they didn't market much.
Yeah.
And Mama Bear says standard sibling rivalry. Who has sent a destroyer to a small town to get their sibling? All the time. Talk about, man. I'm about to do a stink bomb for my sister in a second.
Get him
And then
kicked out of the home.
So I said, more money than the Marvels.
What did the Marvels end up with?
Dude, I have no idea how much they ended up making.
I'm guessing like 3 something, right? Like the low 300. Nah, never mind. 206. God.
Wow. Its budget was 274 million, and the box office was 206. Ugh. That's not good, man. That's not good.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a great movie. It wasn't like it's not gonna be in my top 10 or anything, but it wasn't like a horrible.
No, it's
movie,
watchable.
You know, but by then, I mean, you know, Marvel is they lost a lot of goodwill towards their fans by the time this came out. So plus a lot of people don't like Brie Larson, so that added to it.
I was just talking about, man. Zawe Ashton's the problem. It wasn't a good villain. I
No,
said
yeah,
that as soon as I saw the movie. I was like, you don't have a good villain, you're going to flop. That's just what it is.
yeah. Especially you have three good guys
Mhm.
and a weak
And
villain.
a
It's
weak
like,
villain.
what are
Exactly.
you doing? What are you doing?
Exactly. And then it's funny because if Captain Marvel is anything, she's like super overpowered. She's OP
Yeah.
as hell, right?
She
So
really
what the
is.
hell? So why are you gonna have a weak villain to an
Yeah.
OP character? That's stupid, right?
Yeah. You have to say got the synchronized whoa. Was it? I didn't even realize.
Like, wow, that's crazy.
Just give me a Goose movie.
I'll be okay with that.
Yeah. And man
See
said,
what happens there.
that's why Captain Marvel 3 and Batman 4 were canceled due to box office flops. Batman.
Which Batman 4?
Yeah, I was trying to think which Batman 4.
Yeah, I don't know what Batman 4, but because the Dark Knight Rises still made a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think was there gonna if it's talking about the Nolan ones, I don't think they ever planned on doing a fourth one,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, Ant-Man 4.
Ant-Man. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because they're stupid.
That makes sense.
They're stupid. It's like, oh, you're a new big bad. We're going to let ants beat him. What?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't even have to be strong. He just had to have a big shoe.
Yeah.
Like, for real. In the form of a shoe. Done. Dead. Okay. Next.
You let like a minor side character who's like a goofball introduce the next big bad guy
And win.
and win. Yeah.
Ant-Man forever.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Marvel's budget was inflated because of COVID. So many Disney films have insane budget because of it.
Well, so yeah, it does say the net budget was only $219.8 million. Which still would have lost money, but
yeah, it's still right there. But yeah, during COVID, I know they're constantly shutting down and starting up. That's all money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, yeah.
Actually, let's do one of these reviews. We can.
Heck yeah. Well, it's already kind of on the Marvel train. So
what better segue, right?
Exactly. All right, let's just get right into it. Where we at? Cool. Let's do it. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer, Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to talk about Agatha All Along, episode 4. I forgot what this one was. Each title of the episode is part of the song of the Witch's Road song.
I was picking up on that. Yeah.
I didn't get that until Erica told me. She was like, oh shit. Yeah. So fourth one, another trial. Which means
walk
another
into the room curse first.
Was that it?
I don't think that was it. I don't
think it was something teach or something like that. Yeah. It might be. But yeah. So right off the bat, Brandman, what you think about this one?
I liked it. I like how I really like how they're pacing this show. I think the way they're handling it just kind of keeps me invested. I liked the whole kind of psychedelic 60s, 70s musician vibe they went for. I thought that was a lot of fun. And having a lot of fun watching it. We got a little more Aubrey Plaza, which is never a bad thing. I think her back and forth with Catherine Hahn was also one of my favorite things about this particular episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's I think, but I really like the show, the way the show paces itself. It's enough to kind of keep me keep me involved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I'd say those. That's. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say this episode is if I can't reach you, let my song teach you.
Mhm.
That was the name of
Yep.
that was the name of it.
I just got it. If I can't
Yeah.
reach you, let my song teach you.
Mhm.
Yeah. Which obviously is a big part of this episode.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
It just kind of keeps me waiting to see how how this is all going to culminate.
Yeah. Right. What's gonna happen at the end of the road?
Mhm.
Anything? What were you, Brian? What you think about the episode?
I thought it was great. I mean, I was kind of like blown away, honestly, by like I know how Aubrey Plaza is a great actress, and I've seen so many good things, you know, that I really I really enjoyed her in this one, and it became way more obvious to me that she's Lady Death.
Yeah.
Like it
Yes.
really became super obvious that she's Lady
Yeah.
Death. Like that she's death. Oh, is she every time someone's about to die, she tells you, please no. Like, you know, like,
Yeah. Cassie wants
please
to kill people.
you know, like, oh, I get my bodies, you know,
Yeah.
all those type of things you hear her saying, and it's like, oh, she is Lady Death. And then the Green Witch, I am the Green Witch, like I am the Death, I am all those things. So I thought that was plain spelled out totally. And then the idea that what she said, I was in love once, but I had to do my job, and it
Mhm.
hurt that person, that hurt me, and that's my scar. I thought that's a really good way to really get us interested in what happened, what exactly happened, and how does it connect to her, to Agatha's son? Because we thought Agatha's son, you know, might have been Teen, and then she just told her it's not.
Yeah. It ain't
So
him.
who is Teen now? So now that's even more crazy of a thought. And then I thought the Alice character was great with her mother, that connection. That was just very just well done. And all the other characters really played well against each other. I just thought all that was just great, you know. So even Shashir Zamata, I thought she did a great job, you know, with pulling everything together, you know, showing, you know, that she was caught in one aspect by somebody and bound, but still being able to pull everyone out. And they are starting to work together as a group. And I'm trying to pace myself for enjoying Agatha too much, knowing that she's going to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Don't forget she's the bad guy. If you're in love with Lady Death, you're the bad guy.
Mhm.
That's what you have to remember. And but I'm enjoying the road that the tale they're telling, and the road that they're taking us on. I think it's very interesting, and it's long enough. That's when I thought they were going to end it like 25 minutes into it, and I realized, oh,
Yeah.
we got 15 more minutes. I was so ecstatic. I was happy to see what they did. I just think this is a great episode for me.
Yeah. Same right when they finished their trial, and I'm like, man, I'm pissed. And then it kept going. I'm like, oh, okay. Like I'm not mad anymore. You know, because that's what I thought. I thought it was gonna be the end of the trial. They beat the curse and see you next week. You know, but they added some more lore, some more like team building kind of stuff, you know, so it was nice to see. But yeah, same thing, man. I'm like, that was a short episode. Because that's what we're used to with these Disney Plus shows, you know. So but yeah, it was definitely a good surprise that we got a decent episode, like links wise.
It was about 40 minutes and 30
really?
seconds.
Something like that, like 41.
I'll be back in a sec, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So, and yeah, it was just it was like everything for me was really great. You know, once Aubrey Plaza joined the group, and she used like the dead corpse of Mrs. Hart to join the group. You know, which I'm like, okay, that's weird. You know, but then by the end of this episode, you're like, yeah, she's death. She's death. You know, yeah. And I was like, yeah, because I know you said like you had the rumors we talked about last week. I'm like, so that's confirmed for sure. You know, there's no way they're getting around that. But I mean, even like all the witches, I thought were having fun with it, because like it's such a good show where they're able to be semi-serious but also have fun with it, even when they're doing the song, and Alice's character, is going through this emotional state of dealing with her mother's death and the song and this and that. Meanwhile, you have who's it not Lily, who's the look it up.
Did you do that?
No, I think I did. My bad. Was that? I can't find her name.
Heidi, Alice, Lily.
Is it Lily?
Yeah, is
Yeah.
it? Aaliyah.
Yeah. Lilia. Yeah. Is that how you pronounce it? Where she's like, oh, every time they cut to her, she was playing a different instrument, and it was nothing like, like a maracas or the tambourine or the little.
As she said she was good at.
Yeah. So it was like, I thought that was like funny, me in the middle of all this thing, but it didn't take it away. But even when they showed the curse and it was like that demon, I was like, oh, damn, that's kind of scary looking, and and even I thought that was like well done, like they could have done like a ghost or just like a fuzzy cloud, no, they did this like demon with this like crazy looking thing coming after her, so but yeah, the whole episode was just a lot of fun. And then you get that sexual tension that I remember talking about in that first episode between Agatha and Rio. It was like, I'm like, there's something going on, and then you find out like, oh yeah, there's a lot going on. So yeah, but and even then I was like, she's like, I'm the Green Witch, and her voice changed, and I had to look it up. I'm like, what color was like the Horseman of Apocalypse? Like, what color was Death? And it was green.
It's
like,
green. Yes,
there you go.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, they explained it so well. I knew exactly what was going on. But what Horror Geek said too, I thought this was really good. Alice's mom making her the most popular song as a protection spell was such a great idea, and to protect your daughter that way was exquisite. I thought that was so good. Why would people do that? She was
cat.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. Okay. He was always protected because the fans were always seeing this somewhere in the world. That is genius.
Yeah.
And I thought that was such a good way to write a story.
Yeah. But then Alice hating that song because it reminded her of her mom, and it was like, oh, my mom had this obsession with the road and had this obsession with being a musician and stuff like that. Little did she know it was like, no, it was all to protect.
It's all about you.
Yeah.
And it took them to tell her. Do
Yeah.
you not understand this is a protection spell? It's different. It's a
Yeah.
protection spell for you. And she realized that, she was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Even like towards the end, and I think Lily was talking to Alice about her mom, and she goes, I was so angry at her, blah blah blah, and now I'm like sad. And Lily was like, well, it's better to be sad than mad. And I'm like, I like that. I like that. That was a nice little like little thing to go by, because I'm like, yeah, like you were angry at her. Now you're sad. You're sad because you didn't get that chance to like appreciate what she did for you, but but now at least you understand, she knows and stuff. I thought that was like super adorable, especially like mother-daughter kind of thing going on. And you have this like another episode where they're talking about like kids, and what the parent has done for the child, and then again, teen, the whole time you're thinking, oh, it's teen Agatha's kid, and you never seen Agatha like care about anything or anybody, and finally she's there like worried, and then as soon as like starts to get a little close, she's like we're leaving soon, but now we know it's not her. Well, they told us
Death
it's not.
told her.
Yeah,
that's not.
I don't think she's lying, but there's a possibility she could be lying, but I don't think she's lying.
I think we're gonna find out that he is something to do. It's going to have something to do with what we saw from
WandaVision.
WandaVision. So I don't know if it's anything that we thought from before, but
Yeah.
something to do with WandaVision going on here.
Yeah. I changed. I'm going back to my original theory of who he was because it changed. Yeah,
it could be Wiccan, which
You
makes
know,
a lot of sense now.
it makes sense.
I'm
It
a
makes
firm
sense.
believer in that he's Wiccan.
Yeah. Because for me it changed. I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be his or her dog or her kid. But now I'm like, okay, but now it still makes sense if it would be Wiccan. And I think that would just it being Wiccan would give a reason for Agatha to go bad again at the end of the show. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
Definitely.
they're all one big happy coven. They're all one big happy family. And then she finds out like, oh yeah, but this is that, and she's like, wait, what? And just loses her shit.
And not just that he's Wiccan, and what she's allowed him to bring back the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
And that could be a huge thing, and that could be a huge thing that goes on in both the TV side and the movie side for Marvel going forward. So after all us saying all these negative things about this show, this could be a connective tissue, important connective tissue for all of it.
Yeah.
And then bringing Lady Death into Marvel, who's a huge character still too. You could involve Thanos. You can involve Deadpool.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
You know, so I'm saying like, you know, Deadpool doesn't have to go back. You know, he can fall in love with someone else. And who better than Lady Death? And then who better to play Lady Death than Aubrey Plaza?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. I'm super down for that. I forgot about that. I was like, yeah, Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, and Aubrey Plaza on screen together. Like, I'm down for that.
There's not going to be a script. There's going to say air and go.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm really digging it as the show keeps progressing. I was like, they keep like doing a good job, and with Disney, I'm always worried like it's gonna end bad. Like the first half of the season might be good, and then something happens, and then the second half of the season just turns to complete crap. We've seen that so many times with a bunch of Disney stuff, Star Wars stuff, Marvel stuff. So I'm still worried about that a little bit just because of the track record, but so far so good, man. We're about halfway, a little bit under halfway through it. So, yeah.
And that's a relief to say, because I remember, I think all three of us collectively were like, we don't know what to make of this.
Yeah. I mean, I was always a little more interested because I like Catherine Hahn, I like Aubrey Plaza. I thought Agatha was a cool character, and I was always like, it's gonna be a fun-ish show, but it's not gonna be good.
Agatha in the comic books, that character?
Not the comic book, not in the comic book. In
the most boring character ever.
No, in WandaVision. WandaVision.
I'm still mad about what she did to Sparky.
Yeah. In WandaVision, they really made her pretty interesting. I think they gave it a weak ending.
I think she was
of the show,
character.
but
She was a side character, and that's why I wasn't sure about this. But the other characters are really getting me. I like Teen. I'm enjoying the ride as of right now. So, but I am worried. But here's one cool thing for the show. Once again, I said the connective tissue. So it going, death being around so many different things, it could be just killing people left and right. And when you kill people now in Marvel, Lady Death could be the one coming, grabbing the body and taking them away. That's cool. So what's also cool about that is that they can return.
Okay. Sparky did live up to his name.
It'll be okay, B. But yeah, no, I think that they can return if Lady Death takes them. Now you could go to another realm. We're now introducing realms, so now people can return. That's another thing. The other thing is the budget for the show is less than $40 million.
Yeah. So even if it was a halfway decent show, it was still kind of a win for them because they didn't spend it a bunch.
If you get subscriptions from this, you win. It's a win.
Yeah.
It's a win.
Yeah. I mean, one thing is like Aubrey Plaza and Catherine Hahn are the two biggest names. They're still not big enough where you have to pay an arm and a leg. You know what I mean? They're big enough where like people, TV viewers know who they are, but they're not like movie, level. They've been in
Like
movies. Don't get me
like
wrong, but
A-list. Yeah.
yeah, they're not A-list. They're not Elizabeth Olsen and whoever Vision is. I can't think of his name. Like those are movie stars. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Aubrey Plaza is on a different level than Catherine Hines.
Yeah, I mean, she's Aubrey Plaza's been leads in a bunch of movies lately, doing a bunch of different kind of styles. Like like that's I guess scary, but more like
Emily the
serious.
Criminal.
No, Emily. I really like that one.
Yeah.
So
White Lotus, Operation.
White Lotus.
One he watched, Operation Fortune. Like
Mhm.
she's been in movies. I think she's a bigger
Yeah.
star overall.
Oh yeah, then Catherine
Catherine
Hahn.
Hahn
Yeah,
is a side character
yeah.
person,
She-
and it's cool that she's getting this. And
Yeah.
she annoyed me a lot less this episode than any other episode she's ever done.
Yeah, I'd say Catherine Hahn, I look at her as more of a Aubrey Plaza is more of a well-known personality. Catherine Hahn's very much a familiar face.
Mhm. That's
Credible
good.
actor. But more of a familiar face than anything.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm a fan of Catherine Hahn, so I hope this kind of gets her a little bit some more roles. Besides like that goofy character she always like kind of plays in a lot of stuff she's in.
I think she has to show something different in this. And I think she did a little bit when she thought Team was her son. So I thought, and that was, you saw an emotion come out, and that was good.
Mhm.
And not being typecasted all the time. But the problem is she's going to be a villain, but she's not going to be a powerful villain. So like, it's not, so, she's going to be, to the side villain. Like, we don't really need you going forward, but this show can still push Marvel forward. And I think I'm enjoying that. And I think that Agatha might be the third most important character in this show going forward.
Yeah, you might be right.
So that says something like, is it really push you forward, or does it do more for you if you're the third most important character? Because if Wiccan is there, he's going to be very important going forward. Lady Death will be very important going forward. Then you get to Agatha.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, because you can see both, Joe Locke, which is teen, which if he winds up being Wiccan, he's gonna be in a movie. 100% gonna be in a movie. Aubrey Plaza, she most likely is Death, probably gonna be in a movie.
They said it was a 3 movie type of thing.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah. But Agatha, I don't see her being in a movie. Like I'm enjoying the character. It's a fun character, but she doesn't have the impact of movie level, and it's just it is what it is. It sucks, but it's, I mean, it sucks for her. I would say, but
would you be surprised if she died
I would be surprised if she dies.
and Death takes her?
I would be. I think I would be a little surprised.
Or if Wanda takes her.
If Wanda takes her, that'd be interesting, because then she might be in a movie. But I'm really, really digging it so far, man. I'm really digging it so far. Just
I don't know. I'm right with what Rotten Tomatoes is. Rotten Tomatoes is at 83. I'm right about there. That's where I am.
Yeah, I'd say that's respectable. Same.
Some of them were really good. Some of them not necessarily my cup of tea, but overall, yeah, solid B.
You know what? So what got me when I'm like, okay, this show is doing pretty good, is my in-laws have Disney Plus because they watch my son a lot, so they're always on there watching stuff. They accidentally started watching the last episode of Agatha all along. Liked it so much, went back, got caught up, watched all 3, and then told my wife, they're like, oh, I really like this show. I was like, and they like threw me off guard. I'm like, what? It was like, really? Like, I didn't expect them to like the show, so like her parents are watching the show, which like 2 people who I would have never expected to like watch this kind of show.
Most of the people in the show are adults or older adults.
Mm.
So they'll know, Deborah Jo, like they know her, like, you know what I'm saying, like have people that they know are in the show, and so it kind of engages you. So I think they does a good job. This is an engaging show, and I'm definitely thinking I'm gonna say right here now, this is better than Echo.
Yeah.
This is going to end up probably being higher up on my list than I ever thought it would possibly be.
Yeah, at least for Disney Plus shows.
Yeah, for Disney Plus, it's gonna be higher on my list than I thought possible.
Yeah,
surprisingly so.
Unless they screw it up, they can still do that.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, I hope not.
I hope
not.
Yeah, I like that.
Go ahead.
No, I like how much they're just really having fun with the supernatural concept. They've done a lot with it in a short time, if you think about it.
Yeah,
which is what's really working for me. If you're going to take such a fantastical concept, just go all in with it, and that's what they seem to be doing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm muting over and over so you guys don't hear me crunching.
No worries, that's good. But yeah, I mean, I was gonna say too, it's like I don't know if this is gonna crap out at the end, just because we see hints of where the story might go. You still got Jennifer's kind of issues she's dealing with. Lily keeps seeing random shit. Like, we gotta figure out what she's dealing with. Still gotta get Teen's story fully done. So, like, before we get to the end of the road, like, there's still some side stories for these other characters that we need to go through, and so far they've been pretty entertaining. So
I mean, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So like 5, 6, 7, and 8 and 9 together. So we got 4 more weeks still of this show. Yeah.
So cool. Kevin, I see your list there. We'll probably talk about that after we close up here. But you guys got anything else?
No, that was it.
Well,
that's it for me.
Cool. Yeah, so that's our thoughts for Agatha All Along, episode 4. So we're all enjoying it so far. We got, like Brian said, we got 4 weeks left, 5 episodes between those 4 weeks. So make sure you come and check us out every Thursday where we recap the newest episode. And hopefully it's a good ending. Hopefully we're like, holy crap, that's so good. So but hope. We'll see. But we want to hear from you guys. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you guys thought about this episode of Agatha All Along. But if you are in the live chat, stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic. There was something I want to talk about because I heard that today. But first we'll bring up Kevin's list so far. So WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, Loki, Hawkeye, Miss Marvel. I feel like didn't we do this already? I think we talked about this like a few weeks ago. Agatha All Along, which you have a lot higher. She-Hulk and Moon Knight 10.
Yeah, for me,
go it's much higher on my list.
Yeah, I'm putting Echo. I'm going She-Hulk at 10. I hated She-Hulk. I'm on Secret Invasion at 9.
Ooh, yeah.
I really the ending of that pissed me off. Even though I enjoyed the first 5, the ending ruined the entire show for me. So if I'm gonna go on She-Hulk 10, Secret Invasion 9, Echo 8, then am I going higher? I might go higher. I'm on Hawkeye 7, Agatha 6. Then Miss Marvel, then the WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, and then Loki's.
I like that. If Agatha keeps on this track, I like all that list, but I could probably maybe move Agatha above Miss Marvel. But right now, they're the only ones that are kind of competing with there. Because I really like Miss Marvel though.
But I like Miss Marvel, but I didn't really like Miss Marvel. I'm like right there on it, like Miss Marvel. So like,
I mean,
But
where you put
Agatha,
it
I'm
right
right
in the
now
middle.
like this. But once again, that's an 80, 82, 83,
Yeah.
85 to 83. They're both right there for me.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, once we get the end of the show, or at least the season, then we'll know more, or we'll kind of have a better feeling like where it really belongs, But I'm right there with you. And also, we got Nanette, Blood Rose Horror Nightmare. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I know. I think
Thank you.
You were gifted once, and now you're coming in and joining the group. We appreciate that so much. Let's see what we got for Nanette. We need to download some new ones.
Talking about
What you got? You got one?
you got some great ones, man. This is awesome. Yeah.
I knew you're gonna play that one. I knew you're gonna play that one. But yeah, thank you, Nanette. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Yeah, but
and this is Tank's real impression, right? He thinks right now.
Holy shit, that is crazy good.
That was gonna be
Bonkers.
That's what he thinks. That was him today because he has the same outfit on. So
I know, right?
Sure does, right?
I mean, I only wear this sweater when I'm on stream, and I only really wear this hat when I'm on stream. Like, as soon as I'm off stream, I take it off and I throw it off to the side, and then I wash it like every other week. So, yeah, but thank you, Nanette.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hello. Oh man, I think my goal for the channel for the end of the year is obviously we want 2,000 subscribers. We're 350 away ish, 360 away. I think we could do it, by the end of the year. But also I want 25 members. I think that'd be nice.
Well, I really want to do something special for the members, but we'll talk about that on Monday.
So. Yeah. Tank really can't take the cap and hoodie
off. It doesn't. It actually comes off if you take off the cap and the hoodie. The beard comes off too. It's crazy. The whole thing just comes off. It's all one piece.
I was on I had a stream the other 2 weeks ago, a week ago. I didn't wear a hat. It was just like too hot.
Never happened.
Yeah, this happened. And it said, "You're welcome, guys. You're awesome, awesome guys, and I like your content. So I definitely want to stick around. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're awesome. Yeah, that's what's awesome. You're awesome.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. And I was seeing Nanette in Zach Attacks over on his channel. So I always appreciate seeing our chat members, our chat people, and our members over in other shows and stuff like that. It's always fun.
I agree.
Yep.
Silhouetted, what's up?
Silhouette, what's up?
Sony is teasing Andrew Garfield's Spidey. Yep. Heard about that. How much you want to bet he's in Venom 3?
I heard this 2-movie thing. I don't think the first one is until Spider-Man 4.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
retcon into the same universe. They can easily retcon into the same universe.
Oh, that's going to happen by the end of the movie. They're going to join the MCU. That's happening, but I think they have to figure out a way to give a new Venom. Now that Tom Hardy says he's not going to do it, but maybe Tom Hardy's not going to do a Venom movie. Maybe he will be inside of a movie. Just won't be his movie that he wants to do.
I don't know. I mean, because his quote was, he said, "That's it for me and the big guy." That was like he had in his big goodbye thing. So it made it seem like he's done being Venom, but you never know. Like you said. We got a bunch of people coming in. Appreciate all you coming in. It's nice to see you, Mama Bear. There you go. And late to the stream. It's all good.
No, you're fine.
You're fine.
And then Sheed. What's up, Sheed?
Sheed, what's up, man?
Sheed.
Jason, what's up?
Jason, thanks for coming in.
Jason's doing like a watch party on the weekends for what was that? Oh my god, the the scary anime that's out. I watched that first episode.
Uzumaki? Is it?
Uzumaki. Boy, that was amazing.
Well,
Yeah.
you know
That was
I'm
so
not-
good.
I'm out.
That was so good. That was so good.
You know I'm out then. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. We got Cleves. What's up, Cleves?
Please.
He goes, Joker 2 was trash.
Dude, we really laid on it for like 15 minutes just talking about it.
Yeah, yeah. But you were not wrong, man. Yeah. And then that said, yeah, actually found your channel through Zach Attacks. Nice. There we go. Everyone helping each other out.
Yeah, come on, man. Zach's awesome.
Yeah. I know we were chatting with him not too long ago. It was like he hasn't been in the stream in a while. So
Yeah, that's all right. That's what Monday's about. Monday, we need to have fun, bringing all these people in. I want to talk and just have a good conversation and discuss some stuff.
yeah,
That'll be a lot of fun.
so fun. Jason said there's a rumor today said that Noah would be the villain of Spider-Man 4 and would be probably about the symbiote. Yeah, I heard about that too. I heard Andy Serkis is no. That's what I heard.
I heard it.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah,
I heard that.
which would be pretty nice because he is like great at that motion capture kind of stuff. And he was also the director for the last
Let There Be
Venom.
Carnage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Which that was another reason why I was expecting that one to be like a pretty good upgrade from the first one because Andy Serkis is a pretty good director. And
that
he's
makes
really
me
good.
worried because that Let There Be Carnage was
Was not
Carnage.
good. Yeah, it was not good. You know, but I feel there was a lot of I don't feel I read there was a lot of studio interference with it.
Mm.
You know, they're like, you got to do this, you got to do this. Nope, you got to put that in there. You know, so it was just like, you know, when you don't let your director direct, you have a problem.
You're calling for a problem. You know, all these issues are going to come up, and that's what you get. Get the crap that they get. You know, they gave us.
Yeah. Joker 2 probably just mid. It's worse than mid.
It's not that. No, like I'm going to tell it. It's going to be a never for me.
Mhm.
You never need to watch it again. It was not good. I was not happy. And, you know, to be truth be told, I'm not a huge fan of the number one, but I thought this was going to be, if it's as good as number one, then I was going to be fine with it. I was going to give this
more of the same. More.
I'm starting to ask myself if I should just go see Transformers 1 again tomorrow.
Man, because like I know you want to see it, Brandon. Part of me wants to tell you like don't, you know what I mean? Because like I don't want
It's
for me
good.
it ruined the first one. If you kind of like the first one or even like the first one,
Mhm.
I think it ruins the first one because of the character deconstruction that happens, and that for me that was a big issue. So
I'm about to be like I'm becoming more and more tempted to just be like, never mind.
Yeah. But also, I mean, I want you to make up your own, you know, mind.
Yeah, you need to watch it to see it.
Mhm.
I knowing how you are, I don't think you're gonna like it. But I don't know how much you're not gonna like it. You know,
I literally, I told you, I walked out of the movie theater and said, "Why was this movie made? It did not do anything for the story. It didn't do anything for the character. The musical part was stupid. All those parts were stupid. Like it just was not good. And I was expecting it to be at least decent.
yeah.
Warner Brothers didn't think that far ahead, unfortunately. All they thought was, oh, the first one made money. Let's do it again.
Yeah. Now we're getting Lady Gaga, which she goes should be more money, right? But no. I need to download that. That needs to be a clip of Clayface in the Harley Quinn show.
Mhm.
You know, he goes, Lady Gaga.
No, we don't, because we don't need to talk about this movie once it's done. We're done.
Yeah. I think I ranked it on my Letterboxd, and I think right now it's like bottom 5.
If I was giving the stars, I would give like a 1.5.
That's exactly what I gave it. That's exactly what I gave it. I gave it a 1.5 on Letterboxd. I wrote a quick little review on it, and ranked it for my year. I'm at 42 or 43 movies for the year. And right now, it's like the bottom 4, I think, or bottom 3.
Yeah, I
You know,
understand it. It just was not good, and it just did a terrible job telling the story. I have no idea why they decide. Who watched this and said this is a good movie?
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. All right, let's move on. Jason said, "I would love to see more grounded Spider-Man." I know, but
That's
instead,
what we're
That's
supposed to
what
get.
they were.
You know?
That's what they were setting up in at the end of No Way Home. That's why I was excited about this fourth one until I started hearing about the bullshit that Sony's pulling.
Well, I mean, it would have been good with Daredevil. That isn't that the point? You already set the whole thing with him and Daredevil. That would have been a big movie.
Yeah, like
And then you could start
classic.
bringing all the rest of the Defenders in. That would have been
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, like they were basically set up like classic street level Spider-Man, which I was really excited about.
Mhm.
You know, Sony is just doing just such reactionary crap now.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Having Iron Fist and Spider-Man, him teaching him Spider Fu.
Yeah, or
That
yeah,
would be cool.
yeah, that would have been
Iron
amazing.
Fist is that Iron Fist was terrible.
I mean, that's another problem.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Spider-Man would have made him better.
I think that what happened is you would have had Daredevil, and he would have shown him how to really use his Spidey sense and not, just the Peter Tingle. You understand what the Spidey senses were and extend his senses further out. I think that's what we would have gotten, a little bit more of that, and then him being the street level hero, just like Batman is. I think we would have gotten a very cool world building, and the character himself would have been better.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. But they said nope. She said, "Oh yeah, it's so messed up in a good way too." Though talking about the anime, yeah. You're in luck. There's a Nick Cage Spider Noir show in the works. Oh yeah.
And I saw the first view of it, and they showed that picture of it, so it looked good.
Yeah,
it really did.
Yeah, that should be fun. I think. Until wait, I miss that that
trash ass
Joker
Joker talk. Yeah, dude, man. Trash. Like for real. I'm mad. Like I was mad at myself for allowing me to think that it might be good, and it's really my fault. I'm mad at myself. I am the person to blame.
Well, I think everyone thought it was going to be good, just with the first one being the way it was. Yeah. Yep. Gene said, I haven't watched Joker 2, but I already knew that that it was a movie where I felt that the first one was a one and done film.
It was.
It should have been. Yeah. I said, wow, 1 star, huh?
Yeah.
1.5. Madam Web is 1 star.
Exactly.
It was Madam Web bad. Holy crap.
No, it was a little bit better.
Slightly better than Madam Web. Slightly better than Madam Web. The acting was not as. The acting wasn't.
No, the acting was pretty okay.
Yeah, it wasn't bad acting.
You didn't have a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like you thought that you'd get a little bit more. I thought we'd get a little bit more Lady Gaga. I thought things would be explained a little bit better.
I thought it would get more Joker.
You got almost no Joker to the end. So that was
but the acting was good. I thought it was shot pretty. It was shot like the first one. Like very gritty looking. Which I enjoyed the look of it. But yeah, that's why it was better than Madam Web is still my worst movie of the year. But yeah, this is down there with it.
It's catching up.
Said if I can find enjoyment in CW's Gotham Knights and Batwoman, I'm sure we'll survive Joker 2.
That's true. That's true.
Those are bad shows, but those are CW shows. You expect a certain level of trash with some.
No,
CW
that's
shows.
the trash of the trash.
That's the bottom. Yeah,
bottom of the barrel.
Yep. Nanette said everyone that I've talked to about Joker 2 says it's horrible.
It is.
So as soon as I finished watching it, I messaged our group and I'm like, what the F was that?
It's funny because you were watching
What
it.
was that?
You said that as I was watching it, I was like, "Oh my god, why am I still watching this?" Like I'm sitting there looking at myself like,
I told you. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man. Yeah. And then we got Brandon Davis. What's up?
B,
B?
what's up?
We got Professor Film Fan. As long as they don't use the Iron Fist writers.
Yeah, I mean, the show
Season
was
2
bad.
was better. Season 2 was not great. It was still one of the worst. But season
was
2
the
was a
second
little
worst.
bit better. Yeah, second worst only to the first season.
Exactly.
But I thought
Yeah,
the second season was a little more fun.
I thought season 2 was an improvement. I would have watched a third, especially considering how season 2 ended. I was hoping it would be on the up and up, but you know, you can't really take a concept like Iron Fist and then move that slowly and just do. They didn't do really anything with it. I remember all season 1, it just felt like Danny Rand saying, "I am the Iron Fist," and then someone being like, "No, you're not," and then him being like, "Yes, I am."
Yeah, no, that I'm the immortal Iron Fist.
I'm the immortal Iron Fist. No, you're not. Yes, I am.
Say, but I am. That's what it seemed like. No, you're not. But I am. Oh man, like, it was just like he's so whiny though. Fucking.
Like even Rosario Dawson, like I love Rosario Dawson. I love her.
Yep.
I was like, man, you can't even save this shit. This is bad. I want nothing to do with this.
Wow. Yeah. So reviews are in on Joker 2. Not for us, not yet, because Brandman hasn't seen it. But there are some, and there's not a lot of good ones. I'll say that, man. What is it on Rotten Tomatoes right now?
You know, I haven't even looked. Let me.
Me either.
Because there was like a fan viewing or special viewing this past weekend. Oh, 39%.
Freaking
39%.
oops.
Yeah. That's the critics. That's not even the audience one yet. The critics, 147 critics gave it a 39%. Wow. That's lower than I even thought. I thought that some of the critics would have liked it a little bit more. I thought it would have been somewhere in the 50.
Mm-hmm.
Every minute it gets worse.
Yeah. That's it was like, oh, it went down. Yeah, by Monday, I wonder if it gets even lower. I'll be curious to know what now the audience is called the popcorn meter. I wonder what the audience would call it, because I feel like it might be around 35 to 40 with the audience.
I think the audience is gonna be like 50.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be what people thought. Some people thought, and they're not gonna hate on it.
Yeah. Well, I know from what I read, a lot of people like didn't know this was gonna be a musical. You know, they're like, "Oh, it should have told us it was a musical." I'm like, pretty sure it did.
Yeah.
Before there's a trailer, it did.
Yeah. How do you miss that?
Yeah. I mean, with Lady Gaga, and it was like, there's a 80%
people
chance.
say Lady Gaga.
All right, Lady Gaga. Gaga. Yeah, with her in it, I was like, there's a good chance there's gonna be a lot of music in it.
Yeah, there's gonna be some singing, and you don't bring Lady Gaga there to not sing.
To not
That doesn't
sing.
make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wouldn't make sense at all.
Besides one song, I don't think she sang too well, because a lot of it was like the raspy, like
it was screaming. It's a lot of screaming.
You know, screaming. I don't know. There's because a lot of it was like the slow under your breath kind of as she was smoking, kind of singing.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one song where she was like full on doing it, you know, and I thought that was like it sounded good, but that song in particular made the least sense.
I was like, so you said it sounded good. I had no idea what the point was. I was like,
yeah,
why are we singing this right now?
Yeah.
It would literally be like us in this middle of this conversation to break down to a love ballad. It wouldn't make sense to be singing, and then why are we doing a love ballad right now during this conversation? That's what it is like. It's really, really weird.
Yeah. It's
enjoy it, Brandon.
Lady Gaga.
Lady
Gaga.
This sounds freaking horrible.
That's why part of me wants to like, don't do it, man. But also like for the channel,
For the channel.
you know, one of us, become one of us. And yeah.
This sounds freaking awful.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, anybody who's in chat and you haven't watched it, I don't recommend it. Go watch Wild Robot again. Go watch Transformers. Go support a good movie. Go watch that. You know, don't waste
That's
your
what
time with this one.
that's what I'm sitting here on my mind. Just go see Transformers 1 again. Maybe I should just do that.
Yeah.
Where you got it. The movie's worst sin is being boring.
Yeah.
It didn't matter.
Yeah.
It literally didn't matter. How do you make a movie about something that did not matter?
No. All right, Brandon said he said he didn't like part 1. Then you're really not gonna like this one, man. You're really not. I wouldn't bother, Brandon. I really don't see you liking this one. Don't waste your time or money.
I didn't like part 1 either. So
yeah. What you said, I'm not really playing on it. Yeah.
Jeez.
Damn, go
support
support
a good movie. Yeah, that's
Seriously.
I mean, look, come on.
Like I want to see another Transformers. Yeah.
Transformers 1 was so good. Support that.
Yeah.
This is crap.
Get a sequel for that.
Imagine Monday and it says it made $90 million domestic.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I don't think it will. I don't think it will. Because the first one made a lot opening weekend because it had the Joker name on it. But everyone that went to go see it and the people who didn't like it know they're not going to go bother with this one, you know? So, you know,
I'm just reminding you guys that most of the money was made internationally.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how this one does internationally. It can go either way international with this one, you know, because a lot of international markets like having like their stars, you know, Lady Gaga on there and Joaquin Phoenix. You know, they're big names. You know, they're big names, and people want to go see them. You know, well, so I'll be interested Monday to see the
box
international
office
numbers.
Yeah.
The international numbers. The domestic, I think, will be pretty low, but international,
I think domestically is going to make $70 million.
That'd be interesting.
You think Lady Gaga is a good big international name? She's more domestically. I mean, come on. People are going to go see this.
So is this one going to make $1 billion? I don't think so. Because if you need $1 billion, you're gonna need people to. It needs to have positive reviews, and you gotta have to go people who wouldn't usually go see it to go see it because it's so good. You know, kind of like the first one. The first one was like, oh, it's really messed up, but it's really good. Blah blah blah. You know, this one with all the early reviews, that's gonna really hurt like any legs that this might have.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. How do you make a musical boring? Even bad musicals are fun. True.
It was horrible because it was unnecessary, and they made it feel unnecessary. That's a huge thing. That's a huge accomplishment. Making a movie that they spent that much money on to make seem unnecessary.
Yeah. Yeah. This one was like 200, a little bit under 200 from what I heard to make. Well, the first one was what, like 60, 70 mil?
Yep.
Like the first one was fairly cheap. You know, this one like almost 200, and it's not good. Ain't no one win the Oscars for this one. That's for sure. Border Kings with the foil de Troyes.
Folie à Trois.
Wow, there you go.
You can do it, Brand Man. You can do it.
All right, let's see what else. I got a D- in Korea. Ooh, the first one got a B. Dang.
I mean, at least he got taste. Brandman knows that he was in Korea for a while.
Mm.
2 years?
4.
4.
Was it
Wow.
4
Damn,
years?
4.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
I know you did it, came back, and then went back again. I was like, oh man, going again.
hmm Yeah, that was single best decision I ever made.
That's awesome.
And
We need to
next
see some
best
more pictures of
decision
that.
would be going to see Joker before they do.
Oh
That'd be the
no.
worst decision. Silhouette said, I'm shocked Transformers 1 is bombing worse than The Flash. It's marketing. It's marketing.
Because it told you it was a kid's movie, right? And anyone that saw it realized it wasn't a kid's movie. It was a movie made for adults that, they show only the stupid parts, any trailer. Just didn't make any sense why they did that. And Transformers is a good movie. To the point that I've already pre-ordered it.
Yes, same.
My only problem is it's probably coming too soon.
Yeah. Agreed.
The more often I can watch it, though.
Okay. Well, that's why buy it on physical, man. Support it there at least. Yeah. Said I promise it won't make its money back. Nah, it won't. It will not. Do you think Joker 3 will happen? No.
From what I'm hearing, doesn't sound like it.
Does.
And the way
if it does,
the way it ends, it will be interesting if they do a third one. Yeah.
My question would be like, what do you do? What are you doing?
Yeah. And So Joker 3, Joaquin gets heart failure. I mean, and that's a big deal too, because like Joaquin, he doesn't do sequels. He's not a sequel dude. This might be his first sequel ever, I think. So but here, let's talk about something a little bit more interesting. I'm on that Casa Bonita documentary. I gotta check that out. Oh, real quick. Jason said, which is the best anime movie? Inside Out 2, Transformers 1, or Wild Robot? We kind of talked about this a little bit earlier.
I say for adults, Wild Robot. For kids, Inside Out 2. But I love all three.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. All right. So I was looking up some Penguin news recently. And we have the new actor, or not new actor, but new character to the whole lore is Victor, right?
Yep.
Feliz. I don't know how to pronounce his first name. Renzi. It's Rhenzy.
Renzi Feliz.
Yeah, is that Renzi Feliz? Yeah. So Renzi Feliz, 26-year-old. He recently came out and he did I forgot what news magazine he was talking to, but he said he wants to be Miles Morales in the MCU. What do you guys think about him? He's Dominican, and he's in the Runaways.
He was Alex in Runaways. Yeah,
he was Alex in Runaways, which was a pretty underrated show. It wasn't horrible, but more people should have watched it, I think. So and he's done stuff with Disney before. He was a voice in Encanto. So but what do you guys think about him saying he wants to be Miles Morales in the MCU? 5'9", 26 years old, from the Bronx.
But the face looks young.
Yeah.
26
years old. Nah, too old at this point. They need to go with someone with a little bit more longevity. I'd say like the youngest I'd want to see him cast is like 18 or 19, roughly around the age that Tom Holland was when he first started playing Spider-Man, just for the sake of longevity. he if it happened, fine. Think I'd prefer someone different. Already know him from Runaways and his role in Penguin.
Mhm.
Kind of think there's other actors out there that are worth taking a chance on or giving a shot. So
Yeah.
that's what I think about that. You have to think about it. By the time they bring Miles into the Spider-Man fold, this dude would probably be like 30.
35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you, Brian, what you think about him?
I think Sony's going to allow Miles Morales to be available towards Secret Wars. I think Miles Morales will be in Secret Wars in 2027. Okay,
Very cool.
so that gives us 3 years.
Mhm.
I think he's going to be too old. Plain and simple. He'd be close to 30. If you want to keep Miles Morales, especially with Sony wanting him to be maybe their Spider-Man for a while,
Mhm.
I don't see him being able to pull that off. I believe that the oldest you could go would probably be 20.
Mhm.
Someone who's 20 in 2027. And yeah, that's not him. So no.
Yeah. I mean, he could pull off playing a really young kid. He just has that baby face, even
12,
in
13,
I mean, not preteen. But he could pull off like a
17, 18 is what he's
17,
looking at.
18.
But that's
Yeah.
not Miles Morales at the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah. And also you want to go with more of the younger Miles, because you can always go the route of the video game, where he's already 18, going to college kind of age, or you can go to the animated movie where he's high school,
He's in high school. I mean,
early high school,
even
freshman, I
when
think.
the oldest you could start off Miles Morales is 15.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's just the truth. That's the oldest you could go with him. Because with the Ultimate run with him, he needs to be smaller too. Not
Yeah.
just saying he's too big, because Miles Morales has to be really, really skinny. So I'm not sure that he fits that mold at all. So
He's
maybe
pretty skinny. I'm looking at him like
I
that.
think
He's
he's like a buck 20, buck 30. Like 15-year-old no muscle type of skinny.
Mhm.
yeah.
Like a runt. Yeah.
Yeah, but just long and look like you're going to grow into your body one day. But right now you're
Yeah.
just very lanky.
So here's his Instagram. I don't know how old some of these pictures are. Obviously, these are a little more newer. Penguin. I mean, he's skinny-ish, but obviously not 15 skinny, like you said. That's definitely a 20-something-year-old, but
Mhm.
He's
Yeah.
thin. He's not skinny.
yeah.
If that makes any
But
sense. He's thin, not skinny.
yeah, like right here, like it's lanky, thin.
But he's 27.
But
he's
but again, it's 27.
yeah.
Yeah, but I did think that was interesting that you have these young actors, like, especially like Afro Latino actors coming out and saying like, "Hey, I want to be this character." Like
Mhm.
there's a lot of younger kids that are like, "I want to be this character,"
Mhm.
which is awesome. I know, Chills in chat, and there's a lot of other people that like he's not like fully representing like either Black or Latino culture, because
Mhm.
he is a Spider-Man. He's not the main Spider-Man. When you think of Spider-Man, you think of Peter, but that is kind of changing and this and that.
I don't know if Chill would say that it's not representing Afro Latino culture. He just doesn't think that he should be called Spider-Man. He should have his own name. He should be his
Yeah.
own character. But it definitely represents Afro Latino culture.
Yeah, it's Miles 100% does. It's just Miles should be his own character,
Mhm.
and not just another Spider-Man. But I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. But let's see what you guys in chat are saying. Saying the Runaways are good. It was good.
I like Runaways.
Chill said, I'll be surprised if Sony gives them Miles. True.
That's supposed to be something they want. They want to get all that stuff started and be able to push them back and forth all the time.
Well, that'd be fun. Go hang out with Captain America and then go do your own solo thing.
Movie. Mm-hmm.
Too old. Yep. I don't know. Dude, go watch Wild Robot. It is so good.
You need a Silhouette animator. You need to go see Wild Robot. It is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Still wiping up tears off my eyes.
Yeah. Oh, we got to do that damn review. Let's talk about it right now. We're talking about all that stuff. Future classic animated movie. That's what it is exactly. Back at the gym, been 4 days straight, buddy. I'm feeling amazing. There you go, man. Good job.
Let's go, B. All right.
Yeah.
Keep at it.
Yeah. Good job, man. Saying Micah Abbey, the voice of Donatello and TMNT Mutant Mayhem. That's how he looks. Because I know the voice.
I definitely like the voice.
He is 16.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the look, but man,
sounded like he's about 8.
By the time the next movie rolls around, he's gonna probably hit puberty.
No, he's older than
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what you said, Brian. He's young, he's thin, he's lanky, he's got that 16-year-old body because he is a 16-year-old
body.
Yeah, definitely got the look. I can see it.
He's Ghanaian and Italian, and New York is full of Afro Latinos. Just like there's literally a billion of them.
Yeah, but I'm looking at what he's been doing. He just does a lot of voice. Like I'm not saying he can't act, but they're not going to give him a role like Miles until he's done something on screen. That's just
he had to show someone something.
Yeah,
I mean, because Tom Holland wasn't in everything beforehand.
No, but I think Tom Holland was like a stage dude too, right?
Yeah,
he was doing like plays and stuff. So he had some like, oh, you can act, So, but he got the look. I'll give him that. That'd be 2030 by the time they bring Miles in. Yep. We got Wings of Eternal Night.
Hey,
What's
Wings.
up?
Hey, Wings. Yeah, I'm so happy to see you.
How my boys tonight? We are good.
Yeah, we're doing better. You here?
See. I can see Micah. That's not the same kid in the Penguin Show. Micah isn't, but
Micah's no.
Feliz. He's the kid in the Penguin Show.
Yep.
He is. Yeah. And he was the one on the Runaways. Yep. Professor though, it was mostly good. Yeah, mostly good. Then that said, I don't think that they should put him in the movie. He's too old, and every time I think of a Spider-Man, he's pretty skinny, and he's always a younger teenager. Okay,
that's exactly right.
So I have a surprise for my boys. I want to introduce my boys to my wolf pups, my husband and I rescued a few years ago after their mom and pack were killed by Aaron's. Oh man!
Oh, look at them! Oh, I'm such a dog nut.
Is that in the profile picture? Is that them?
That's what it looks like.
I thought that picture was like AI generated or something.
Same. That's great.
Have you seen the video of like the older lady walking like a wolf, like legit a wolf? Like, and everyone's like, "What the hell?" And like the story's like she had the wolf as a pup and raised it, so it's like super chill. But it's like this older lady, like someone in like their 70s or 80s, just walking this wolf. It's like that's
so the names are Aya and I can't see it. And Fenrir.
Fenrir.
I like it.
Fenrir is Norse, ain't it?
Yep. I mean, she's.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. From Norway,
I like the names.
Yeah. Those are cool.
They're
Well,
so cute.
That's cool. You're able
That's
to do that.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I adopted the 2 pups who survive. That is awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
Makes me want to go hug my dog. See, look at that.
Yeah. You got this old little beagle. You're like, why can't you be a wolf?
It's like, this is you're wolf enough for me, buddy. That's all.
Yeah.
You're wolf enough for me.
Yeah, Fenrir is wolf in Norse mythology. Yeah. But that's cool.
So look at the big brand on Horror Geek.
Oh man, I don't have my soundboard up because I do have that that sound bite. Pet names are getting influenced by Pokemon now. I think it's the other way around, man. Pokemon be
awesome.
stealing. All
right, let's get this Wild Robot. Let's tell you one about Wild Robot.
Yeah. Where we at? I didn't make a background for it, so
that's wild.
Cool. Yeah. All right, let's do it. Sorry, man. Freaking, I'm in my basement. There's so many fucking spiders. There's so many spiders. One literally just like dropped right in front of my face.
Oh man.
Brandon would have ran off.
Ugh.
I went like this. I'm like, oh, that's not a dust. Oh man. All right, let's try it again. With no talking about Spider-Man's shit. Am I gonna become Spider-Man now?
Yep, exactly.
All right. Try
swing from building to building. That's gonna be great. I want to see you in a tight spandex outfit. Swing from building to building. Let's go.
Have you seen the fat Spider-Man suit? That's gonna be me.
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah. Who's there? Yeah, that's
funny.
That's great.
Ain't no one want to see that. All right, let's try this one more time. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we are going to review the new animated movie from Universal, The Wild Robot. This one has been, everyone's been talking about it for months now because of all the fests it was at and how everyone loved this movie. So we all finally got a chance to go see it. So we're gonna give our ratings at the end, our likes, some of our dislikes, and let you guys know what we think about it. But before we get into that, Brian, you got a synopsis of what this one's about?
Sure. Shipwrecked on a deserted island, a robot named Roz must learn to adapt to its new surroundings. Building relationships with the native animals, Roz soon develops a parental bond with an orphan gooseling. Yep. She's the one that did it too, so it's her fault.
Yeah. Yeah. But we'll start with our likes. What you like about this one, Brandon?
I liked the animation. It kind of had like this CG kind of like hand-drawn amalgamation kind of feel to it. At least that's kind of what I got from it. I thought that really worked to the movie's advantage. I respect Lupita Nyong'o as an actress with everything that I see her in, because if you're able to like give depth and emotion to a character like this, that's when you know you're a very good actress.
Mm-hmm.
There were parts where it got me right here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not crying.
you know, I liked the music. I liked it didn't feel like an hour and 45 minutes. It zoomed by,
Mm-hmm.
which was crazy. Yeah, I just overall I was very surprised because originally when I first heard about the movie, uh I think it kind of came out of nowhere. I wasn't really following the production history of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was surprised by how much I ended up enjoying it, even though it kind of came in when even though I wasn't like as interested in it as I was in other films this year.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Overall, I thought it was pretty great and heartfelt.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. All right. What are you, Brian?
I feel like this is very much an adult type of movie that the kids could go see, because a lot of the feelings, a lot of the emotions are a parental connection to something, or the idea of having to adapt and then learn your surroundings, right? And then having a connection with something that you made a mistake, that you have to have this now as parental connection, and knowing what love is and be willing to sacrifice. All those are adult emotions and adult type of topics. And I thought that they did a very good job at displaying that and explaining those things to um the people that are watching the movie. Um it was beautiful. It was made so well. It looked amazing. The other animals connection with Roz was wonderful. For how it was first negative, and it's like, everyone turns their back on you, and she helped them come together as community. As some entities do that, they come into a situation and they change the entire situation. They change the entire community because of them, and that's kind of what I felt while I was watching this movie. But lastly, just
Mhm.
I don't like showing a lot of emotion, but I really could not help it. Like, I
Yeah.
felt every move. The understanding that when you say you were a parent, that you would die for your kids just for them to be happy.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
what Ross kind of really displayed. And I thought that they did it so well and tastefully. And I mean, people in another movie where things were dying, but it
Yeah.
was still done well, tastefully. So yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of the deaths, like there's a scene where she's out trying to save a bunch of animals from the winter, and one didn't survive, and it was really quick, but it just shows you like, hey, it doesn't always work out, you know, like that. But
Even at the beginning with the mother, and
yeah, but
and she
the accident.
saw the feathers, and that was it.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I agree with everything you guys said. The voice cast on this was amazing. Like the whole time I'm like, is that Pedro Pascal? And I'm like, it
Yeah,
is. Like they got a pretty decent like voice cast in it.
they know how to do complicated relationships.
Yeah, yeah, but the animation, everything. Horgy said the theme of kindness, being a survival skill. Yeah, that's what I got. It
Mhm.
was like this kindness, that love conquers all type of thing. But also like for me personally, like being a new parent and this movie going from becoming a new parent, it was kind of like really, really, really hit me, especially I think this would hit mothers, I think more than anybody else specifically, just because it is like the mother, that the robot Roz
Mhm.
is and stuff like that. But and any parent obviously can connect, any person can connect to what is going on, for sure. But it's the way they handle it when she first met the possum, and the possum has the 7 kids, and then she's over it. She's like, like, I thought that was like funny. She goes, oh, I got 7. You hear a bear growl. She goes, 6. know?
Exactly.
you know, but then the possum's like, oh, I survived and came back. She's like, oh, good, great. It's like, like the parent who's been there and done it, and and giving advice to the new parent, I thought was like stuff like that was interesting. And then the new parent being like, oh, I'm not getting any sleep and blah blah blah, and it's going against my logic, blah blah blah. Like all this stuff is like, yeah, that's being a parent, you know, and just seeing that evolve, and then but the story didn't end at just being a parent. Then once the bird left the nest, literally, it became something else. How kindness is important, and caring for one another and stuff like that. So it was definitely a movie that hits you right there, like Brandon said. So, but what about dislikes? You guys didn't like something about the movie or anything, Brandman?
There's not really anything that springs to mind. It's not, and that's not to say it's a perfect movie. It's just nothing that's really coming to mind just yet.
Yeah. Okay. Anything, Brian, that you can think of?
I mean, not really
Yeah.
anything that kind of just jumps out at you and says, maybe the corporation being so evil, but there's nothing. And then her going back to work for that evil idea of a corporation, that they're, that might not have been the greatest thing ever, but the way I said, the way they handled death was still very respectful, and I just you get extra kudos from that.
Yeah. And same. After watching this, I'm like trying to really think of like things I didn't like about it, and there's not much. There's not anything I can really like point to and like I didn't like that, because everything from the voice acting to the animation to the way it was written and even the length of it was a perfect length. I thought it was really well done, and I couldn't think of a solid negative, even like a nitpick negative.
I got one.
All right, what you got?
AMC should have had a better popcorn bucket of a robot. That's my negative. How dare you not have a robot popcorn bucket?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. That's a missed opportunity.
Yeah. How do you not do that?
Like I would have had one right now. I was sitting eating popcorn out right now.
Right out of Roz's head.
Exactly.
Or her chest cavity that she like rips out.
I don't need this.
Yeah. But cool. If you're watching on the replay, if there's anything you didn't like about it, leave a comment. Definitely, we'll like to talk about that. But we're gonna move on to our ratings for this one. Now, later, never. Now means you gotta run out and watch it right now. Later means wait till it's at home streaming, and never means just skip it. Don't waste your time. Brandman, what you giving Wild Robot?
I could give this a now, especially if you have young kids or family. Bring them to.
Yeah.
Overall, pretty wholesome movie, has a pretty good message behind it. One that's executed very well, so much so to the point where you will not leave with your eyes dry.
Can confirm.
Yeah, I thought the voice acting was great. Like I thought there was a lot great, like just kind of all across the table. So I could give this a now.
Okay. What are you, Brian?
Oh, it's definitely now. Once again, I think the adults enjoyed it more than the kids, but the kids really did enjoy it. Because once again, I think that's the adults understood the little nuances that you saw with a kid not saying "I love you" or being upset with her, from what she did to the mother, his mother, on accident, whatever, and still being there for him and staying there. Like it takes an adult to see those nuances, and I think this movie really takes those emotional type of things and displays them credibly. And I enjoyed it a lot. I loved the ride that we went on with this movie. So yeah, it's definitely a now.
Yeah. And I'm right there with you guys. I'm giving it a now. Just an emotional roller coaster, happiness, kindness. You're sad. It hits everything on it. It looks great. Sounds great. Great message. It's a movie. You got to go see it now. and probably go see it a few times. Honestly, definitely this is a movie that needs. I don't want to say needs support because it is getting a lot of it already, but it's a movie that I think I want to see more. I want to see Hollywood do more stuff like this. Like not just cutesy, goofy animated films, like animated films that have a good message. And this one definitely does. So, but yeah, go check it out. Give it a now, all the way around. Everyone's giving it a now. Box office. I didn't pull it up.
We don't have one yet because it just came out technically today.
Did it?
Yep.
No. Well, this weekend. I don't know. I thought I saw.
it came out last weekend.
No, you're right. It did come
Wait,
out.
yeah.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, there we go. That's
Okay, yeah, no, it definitely has something.
Yeah,
Not as high as I thought it was gonna be though.
Yeah, it's animated. Pull this up real quick. Okay. Oh shit. All right. So box office wise, 61 worldwide, 43 domestic, 18 international. And it's been out since the 27th of September.
So last Thursday.
Last week. So that's pretty much the first weekend plus, during the week. So not too bad. Not too bad for it. Opening was 35 domestic. That was the opening weekend, 35 million. So pretty solid. We'll see how it keeps going for going into the second weekend and stuff like that. But on Rotten Tomatoes, this is the one that was like, wow. The tomato meter, which is the critics, gave it a 97%, and the audience 98%. So they are both super terrible.
High. I'm upset. Who the hell didn't give it 100%?
Listen, there's only one 100% movie, and that's Paddington 2.
And this is right up there.
This is really right up there. This is a really, really good one. But 97 and 98 from critics and audience, that is a very, very rare occasion where you see them both that high. So I'll let you know, don't take it from us, take it from everybody else that went to go see this. This is definitely a must see. But yeah, those are our thoughts on the Wild Robot. If you already saw it and you watching it on the replay, let us know down in the comments what you think about the Wild Robot. I want to hear everyone's thoughts about it. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 2,000 before the end of the year. But we appreciate everyone coming in and hanging out with us, and everyone in the live chat. Make sure you guys stick around because we're going to get into your comments for this one. Cool.
So tired.
If you want to head out, man.
Oh no, cool.
Just, you good? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm calling it off. Well, I'm not calling it off. I took tomorrow off. So, because it is. Well, technically, it's my birthday right now. So
it is officially. Thanks, birthday, guys. Happy birthday!
I'm not working on Friday, dude. And the one time my birthday's on a Friday, I'm 40 fucking years old. Like, it couldn't happen when I was like 25. Like, it couldn't be on a weekend. It was always like a Wednesday or Tuesday or something.
Father Time was going to look at that tank like,
shit, got your ass.
That's my son every morning. Waking up, I'm like, what do you want?
That's good. That's funny.
Thank you, Kenny. Appreciate Kenny. Also, shout out to Kenny, man. Kenny just hit 1,800 subscribers.
1,800,
awesome.
Yes, he did.
That's amazing.
Happy birthday, Tank. Happy birthday, Tank, man. I'm telling you, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah. So originally, the plan was I was going to be in California right now. Disneyland. That was the plan from last year, and then we found out we're having a baby and just scratched that out. Like,
oh man,
I'm much more tired. Well, I prefer the baby over going to Disneyland. Yeah.
Tank is loving these streets. in these streets.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Oh man, but let's see what else you guys are saying about this one. What are we giving it now? Oh, Wild Robot. Yeah, that came in a little late. Wild Robot. Open last weekend. Still has a bunch of markets to open to. Yeah, the international was not that many. Not that many. I can see this doing really well in a lot of these international markets.
This reminds me of Elemental.
Mm-hmm.
The way the opening is, it was kind of, had this huge fanfare, and then all of a sudden it's going to take off. And I think that this movie ends up being a top 8 movie for the year. I think it's going to have a ground swelling, and people are going to really love it.
Yeah. I'm trying to see the different markets. Is it open up in China? It did open up in China on was it 2 weekends ago? The 20th to the 22nd, it was the number 1 movie. And then
That sounds
27th,
right.
29th, it was the 3rd movie in China. So
That sounds right.
yeah. So
You'll think it'd be more money then.
Yeah. But it's weird. Sometimes like just random different markets really hit it. Yeah, but it sucks I can't look at there we go, all territories. Yeah, Italy got like 143. Who got the big ones? Mexico got almost 3 million, Australia over 1 mil, China. Right now it's almost 5 mil for just China. So and not a lot of markets, but decent amount.
It's more than I thought. I mean,
yeah,
it's good. It's good.
Yeah. And I said, "Oh yeah, Wild Robot is phenomenal. It is, it really is. Yeah, it's a really good one. It's what really wild is that we can go from watching The Substance to Wild Robot.
I know
that's the kind of time we're in right now, where it's like it's not quite Halloween, but it's getting there. It's before you get to the blockbusters at the end of the year. So it's like we're gonna throw in a little bit of Substance. We're gonna throw Transformers. We're gonna throw in Wild Robot.
Well, apparently no one saw Transformers, so that doesn't count.
I know, right?
It's way too bad.
Yeah, it really sucks. A Horror Geek said The Wild Robot is definitely my favorite movie of the year so far. Nice. I think I need to boost. Boost scene will not leave my mind. I need a boost scene. Oh yeah. Okay,
yeah.
That was a good one.
And she took off.
Yeah. The score is so good and the visuals are stunning. It really was a good looking film. To be fair, if that I did not, Bright Bill would have likely died because he was too small.
Yeah. If not, if anything else, Bright Bill would have died. So that she saved his life, really, because he would not have made it.
Yeah.
It was a run.
Yeah. The run. Another theme of kindness being a survival skill. Yeah. Yeah. Even the Matt Berry was the beaver.
Beaver, yeah.
It was awesome. I love Matt Berry. He has that that voice that is just so.
Yeah,
like,
to an extent, I barely recognized Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, yeah. It was that. That's why I was like, "Is that him?" And I had to look it up, and it was.
I mean, it's a movie with a complicated relationship with a robot. Come on, I'm here. Let's go. I'm here for it.
Yeah, but Matt Berry played this asshole kind of beaver. When he gave her the leg, I was just like, oh, and she's like, I don't know what to say. He's like, good. It was like yeah, just like little things like that. That was pretty awesome. I told my girlfriend, I'm like, we need to go see that.
When she let him go to the rest of the geese, and she was looking around the corner trying to see how he's fitting in with them.
Yeah,
that hit me, because there's nothing like sending your kids off to start their life, and you're worried about them, but you can't be involved. You have to let them do it. It's man.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that day. I'm not. Oh, yeah. Oh, I already know. My girlfriend's just gonna be like
She's gonna be
in
indifferent
the
to it.
window. Yeah, it's just like ready to break in and tackle a little kid. But yeah, but I said the after credits shocked me because I had no idea who voiced the characters outside Lupita. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
It was a cast, man. Let me bring it up real quick. Yeah, Pedro Pascal. Yeah, Stephanie Sue
Stephanie Sue.
was
Yeah.
in. Mark Hamill.
Mark
That's right.
Hamill.
Oh yeah,
Ving
Catherine
Rhames.
O'Hara.
Vig
Rhames.
Rhymes.
Mhm.
That was super. He was the Falcon or the Hawk or whatever.
No, I heard him. I knew immediately.
Instantly knew it was him. Catherine O'Hara.
Catherine O'Hara,
You know, that was Pinktail. That was the possum. You know,
Mhm.
but she's pretty good at covering up her voice. I wasn't quite sure that was her. But Matt Berry was Paddler. But Kit Connor, I never heard of him, but he was Bright Bill.
Yeah, that was my first time hearing that name.
Yeah, I wasn't too familiar
Mhm.
with him. But yeah, it was a pretty. Some were more noticeable than others. Like Mark Hamill, he's a great voice actor. So I didn't know that was him. You know, as Thorn.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, it was definitely a really good cast. Yeah. So, and I think you can watch it. Like, there's like videos of the voice cast like doing their lines and stuff.
Mhm.
I think that's gonna be an interesting movie to own.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna probably watch this a bunch of times. Also, I didn't go with Erica to see it, and I'm like, you need to see this movie. She goes, "Nah, I don't want to cry." I'm like, yeah, but it's gonna be a good cry.
Yeah, good cry.
It's gonna be a
No,
good
it's
cry.
gonna be too emotional. That's what.
Yeah. But yeah, Mark Hamill being the bear shocked me the most. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I didn't recognize his voice until I saw his name. I'm like, oh, yeah. I mean, it makes sense because Mark Hamill he changes his voice really well. So, and I don't know if maybe they added some
Base to it. I don't know
bass
if
to
it
it or
was.
something. Yeah. You know, and Vig Rhymes, the one I knew you recognized. Yeah, he was super easy.
Ving
Yeah,
Rhames is you hear Ving Rhames and you're like, I know Ving Rhames.
Yeah. Kit Connor is from Heartstoppers, which is big on Netflix. Okay, with Joe Locke. There you go. It's all connected. We went full circle.
Guys, by the way, I feel my eyes getting very, very heavy. I'm gonna go to bed.
Cool.
I understand.
Yeah,
It's
we're gonna finish
12:20,
them.
so yeah, we gotta get out of here anyway.
Yeah. But
Good night, everyone. Thanks for joining. Pleasure as always. Yeah, I'm gonna get up early and do some stuff. Happy birthday to my boy Tank.
thank you, man.
Right.
Appreciate it. But cool. All right, man.
Love you guys.
Love you. Get out of here, man. Get some sleep.
Maybe.
All right. I'll see you guys.
Cool.
Bye,
Later.
Mama Bear.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll finish these up and probably head out. Apparently, this movie is from a 3-book series. Yeah, somebody else was saying that earlier.
I still know how you do a sequel to that. I mean,
yeah.
do I want it? I feel like it's good to have what it was.
Yeah. I mean, if it makes money, I can see them doing it. But if it's just by itself, I'm cool with that too. Now I'm looking at this Kit Connor guy, and there's like pictures with him with Joe Locke. I'm like, what if we already got Joe Locke and possibility of him being Wiccan? What if this Kit Connor winds up being the other brother? Like he's young.
Yeah.
Like he's got the look, 20 years old. How old is Joe Locke?
It works.
Joe Locke is 21.
It works 100%.
Yeah. Like they already work well together because they've been in something. Do it.
I think that it makes sense. I hope that they do it. All right, Kenny.
Get out of here. Everyone's getting out of here. Yeah,
I heard
what's
that.
up?
Yes, people want Kit Connor as Hulkling.
Ooh. I'm looking at a picture of him. I can see that too. I like that. I can see it. Oh yeah, so thank you for the care about free and sending out. Thank you. No worries, man. I know you're busy.
Problem.
Yeah, everyone's busy, but yeah, it was a little something.
I just hope it fit. I hope you got your wife got her stuff because I said that separately. So
I think that's about it. Well, there you go. I want to show these. Nanette said my dog is a Labrador, Golden Retriever, Beagle, Pitbull, and Poodle mix. Man, that's a mix. And he may have one more dog, Braids, and he is in the picture with me in my profile pic for YouTube. Oh yeah, I see him right over there, little cutie.
oh, I love it.
Always love like dogs with floppy ears like that, man. Reminds me of my old dog.
When I had first got my Beagle the first time, 6 weeks old, he would trip over his ears for so long.
Oh, that's so.
Step on him, just to trip over and he'll roll over. I'm like, oh my gosh, you cute little dog.
That's so damn adorable. 13
years
she
ago.
said, well, now he's getting so old he trips over his ears again. It just gets full circle. Then they said, I definitely want to see this movie. It looks so good, and I'm talking about Wild Robot, but I can't see it right now because it's not in my theater. That sucks.
I've heard a lot of people say that it's not everywhere. It's not in as many theaters as you think it would be.
That sucks. Where's it? It doesn't even give me how many, because usually if you check Box Office Mojo, they might show you how many theaters it's in. It doesn't even show.
For me, I thought it said 2,300 or something like that.
Yeah, which is not horrible, but definitely not max, because it's like close. I think like full is like close to 4,000. I think it's what, like 38, 39 or something like that. So that does suck. So hopefully you get to see it, because it is a must see. Yep. Yeah. So both got it.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I knew the Lion King shirt was gonna be you gonna like that. I knew that.
Lion King shirt. Oh yeah, you know he was gonna like that.
Like, come on, it's me and you. We crazy Lion King people. So yeah, of course I gotta get you that.
Wow. But cool. That's it, man. I got nothing else. I know there's some. I wanted to watch the What We Do in the Shadows trailer, but it's like what, season 6 or something.
It's like 3 or 4 trailers.
Yeah. But
we'll do some type of reaction, guys, probably this weekend if Tank has the time, because it's his birthday officially. So we'll have that out for you if we can. But everyone, tell Tank happy birthday again from all of us. He is 40, officially 40.
I'm old man now.
He's old, and he's the second oldest on the panel, and I'm not the oldest.
You keep bringing it up.
I wish I could rub it in when he was youngest. I am the youngest by at least 9 months or 10 months.
Yeah. 10 months. Yeah. So, but yeah. I like shirts too, guys.
Hey, that's why I like doing those things, and as we have people come on, we'll continue to hand out some of the stuff that we have, the product that we have. My wife makes the t-shirts, so she sells a lot of the stuff. But if I get some extra ones, I love handing it out to everybody.
Yeah, I know. We have a website, like nerdhuddle.com. That's our big group that we have between our sports and our movie stuff. We need to find a way so we can take orders. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a way to do it on the YouTube page, but you and I will talk about it this weekend. We'll get
Yeah,
it on there.
it's on the YouTube now, but it's through a different. It's through Teespring. Teespring
No, so
tends to charge
for
a lot.
Ashley's website
Oh,
is a way to do it, and she
Okay.
has one now. So
nice. Yeah, but yeah, it takes some more because then it'd be a lot cheaper if we can make it ourselves and
Mm.
or Ashley can make it and stuff like that. So be a lot cheaper because I think Teespring wants like even with me marking it down as low as possible where we don't make any money, it's still like $35, $30,
it's-
you know, something like that for a t-shirt. So happy birthday, Tank. Appreciate it. Happy birthday. Welcome to the club early 40s.
oh man, I'm never going into that club. I only got
Yeah.
like 8 months from now. I'll be like, sad. I'm here.
Just keep running away from it.
Exactly.
That's what Brandon does.
That's what he.
You ain't
I don't know
catching
what
me.
you're talking about. 40. Talking about 40.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of here. But yeah, so Monday we'll probably have well, obviously have a show, but it'll be a little bit of a different setup. We might do a quick Penguin review and then
Jump
have jump right into to the thing we want to do. So definitely come and check us out on Monday. Make sure you guys share the video. It helps us out a lot too. Get us in front of more people. I'm gonna try to get making some more shorts, you know, and not just the goofy ones. I like making funny shorts, you know, with stupid things, but actually shorts with us and our thoughts and opinions. You know, I need to get on that some more. But yeah, we'll definitely try to do that. Because actually I saw something that Kenny said to do that to help make
Made
some
a lot of
shorts.
sense.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try that. It's a free feature. It's always good. But yeah, we appreciate all you guys coming in, hanging out with us. It does mean a lot to us. We love talking about this stuff, and we love that other people come in like talking with us about movies and all that stuff. So, but we will see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Have a safe weekend. Have a fun weekend. We will see you guys on Monday. And yeah, have a good one. Later.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.